Okay.
They're gonna make an Alexa sex robot.
Oh no, definitely. I mean, I'm very excited
Oh, you're
about
the
the
president, or
thing.
you're right?
No, it's fine. Yeah, there's no one else in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very excited about the future of like sexual technology. So yeah, I'm very up for it. Actually, before before what is that? What are you doing with like your hands? So
Nah, just get comfortable, innit?
get comfortable. I don't like so. I'm just gonna describe it. You had your one hand over the other, and in unison you were putting both your hands
Nah, yeah.
between the. Do you know what? It's such a.
You're not gonna find that on YouTube.
No, I'll recreate. I'll just film my stuff from the waist down, and I won't be wearing any pants. I'll censor it, but I just want the viewers to know that my junk was out. My damaged old junk.
Dude,
God,
this
God,
guy-
my penis tells a terrible. No, it tells an exciting but equally terrible story. It's like, wow, but also what happened to you.
Do you know what? Right? Yeah, I'm actually thinking about. It's not about junk, but I was watching.
Wait, let me move the microphone down a bit.
Is it Hirakama, or the thing about like hermits in Japan?
Oh, I'm not aware of it.
Hikikomori. That's it.
I
said that too loud.
No, it's not that. It's just like I don't know about it, so I'll just have to.
Oh, okay. So
Don't worry. I'll be showing footage of it as we're speaking.
Oh yeah, I should do like because you know like people have short attention spans.
Yep.
Yeah.
But, well, me included. I wanted to make something that I would watch because I have a short attention span. So
those short ones, the short ones are really good. The long ones, I think you have to like it have to be for people that like actually like us.
yeah, I think for this next one, I'm just gonna have the long one just be all audio with one image, and then I'll just make just lots of clips from that instead.
What do you like? One long one and then
So when I do the one long one, there'll be no video in it or whatever. It'll just be like one image.
Oh yeah.
And then I'll just make separate clips and just like post them up as I.
Oh, what you did the first time round, didn't it?
The first time round, it was all one long thing with clips in it, with bits of video in it.
Oh,
but I didn't turn all of those video into shorter clips.
Ah, yeah. It's better. So, hikikomori, yeah, is a condition in Japan where a lot of young people, many different people, right, yeah, decide that they're not gonna go out at all. They just stay indoors, and some of these people they end up staying indoors for like years on end to the point where they will die in their own homes, and they won't be discovered until about like months later.
Oh, okay. So it's not that they're just living in their home. They don't go out. They're not interacting with anybody.
No,
in the outside world. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I forgot what my point was. Oh yeah.
Yeah, because when did we started off on sorry, have you remembered? I'll go backtrack.
No.
Yeah, we started off talking about sex dolls, I think.
Oh yeah, so like so you think like these people that doing hikikomori and stuff like that, if they're starved for attention, maybe they can just order themselves a sex doll because one of the programs I was watching yesterday, they were saying that some hikikomori people, if you got like an app, if you got like computer and stuff like anything that you need, you can just order it online.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, you start this sex doll business, right? Yeah. Maybe you might be curing some hikikomori people.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Actually, I completely forgot. Whitney Cummings. I don't think she tells very many sex jokes, but she's a very funny comedian. But anyway, yeah, she was talking about sex dolls on. I don't think it was on her podcast. I think it was on the Lex Friedman podcast, and just about how it's not just sex. Like sometimes it's like a lot of it is like companionship, and just like also people with like disabilities, people who find it difficult to have sexual relationships, basically, and like people like widows, things like that.
Yeah.
Like so, all these things like you don't really think about when you see that like they have these dolls have orifices that are designed for real feel and easy cleaning, but there's beyond that. There's like more. What it's like Have you heard of the film Lars and the Real Girl?
Yeah, it's a great film.
Yeah, I love that film as well. It's a great, brilliant film.
I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
that film.
So yeah, it's like kind of like that. So
I believe he didn't fuck her. Did he fuck her? Oh, no, he did fuck her.
did he?
Yeah. I think-
No, I don't think he did.
I don't think. Oh, she died at the end.
Yeah, she died. Yeah.
Spoiler alert! Sorry. Shall I tell you?
I'll put spoiler alert at the beginning of the video. Yeah.
Something happened to me. A guy came up to me, right? Yeah, and he was like, we were talking about The Departed, right? Yeah. And I was like, oh yeah, I just watched The Departed, right? And then the guy turns around and he's like, oh, you watched The Departed, yeah, right? Yeah. But the way he said it, it sounded like he watched it as well. And so I was like, oh yeah, it's really bad the way Leonardo DiCaprio died. And he's like, what? I didn't watch it. And why'd you say it like you watched it? But yeah. Yeah, because the sex doll things, right? Yeah, it is about like a lot of companionship and stuff.
Yeah.
And with the modern age as well, where you have like people find it really hard to communicate anyways, I'm thinking there's going to be more and more people interested in having sex dolls, because the thing is, people love to talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they can't express themselves sometimes with normal people. Yeah, because of that fear of a negative
feedback.
Yeah. But with a doll, you can tell it anything. It's not like the doll's going to be like, oh, you sick fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's very interesting. I got a feeling that it's going to be very big. Even in Japan, instead, there's some young men who have virtual girlfriends instead of actual girlfriends.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think it'll become more normal as like technology increases.
I can't wait.
And things like. Yeah, I mean. Oh, but you can't wait. You can't wait for it to be normal, because you can live that life now. You don't have to wait.
What?
You're just gonna be happy for the world doing it. I mean,
just wait.
Why can't you wait?
I can't wait for like the ripple effect it will have. Okay, so imagine they make this sex doll, right? Yeah. Or these sex dolls, right? Yeah. You could make them into like any image you like, right? Yeah. They feel exactly like a woman, right? Yeah. And they're affordable as well. Yeah. Selling like hotcakes, right? Yeah. This is what's gonna happen, right? Yeah. Men are gonna buy these girls and stuff, right? Yeah. Prostitution is gonna start being hit really hard because men aren't going to see prostitutes no more, right? Yeah. Then there's women are gonna find that they're getting less more attention from men because these men are preferring to go with sex dolls. So if you think like, let's say, first it starts off with like a couple of thousand and stuff like that. Yeah, no one's paying attention. Then there's 10,000, right? Yeah, and then men start talking and be like, oh, you know, it's actually really good, right? Yeah, and then you find that these dolls, right? Yeah, they're becoming more and more like realistic, like women, and to the point where men are like, why get me a normal woman who I have to pay like so much money for, right? Take her out to dinner and stuff, right? Yeah, when I can get this thing. Which looks like a woman, right? Yeah, which I don't have to feed, I don't have to pay the bills for, right? Yeah, and I can have sex with it whenever I want. So all that's going to happen, right? Yeah, is that women are going to start feeling the pinch to the point where even some women are going to pretend to be sex dolls just to get men.
But
that's what I'm thinking.
But it might. What about the flip side? What if more women started getting sex dolls? Because if you think about the sex toy market is way more popular amongst women than it is men. Actually, you know what?
No, but that's,
I'm not. That's just my guess.
Yeah,
I don't know for sure. Well, yeah,
that's just for like dildos and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, at the moment. Yeah. But the point is that like there's a lot more. But you know, to be honest, I don't know for sure if the more sex toys are bought by women or men. I just know that's more acceptable for men to have them. Like, in fact, there's like a lot of, really, if you compare it, there's a lot of shame with men having any kind of, but with women, it's like, I've not really heard any. Yeah,
it's like a clicky thing. It's like the same thing like that happened with thongs, right? Yeah, no woman wanted to wear thongs and stuff like that. Yeah. Because it was like, but then as soon as like a couple of them started doing it, right? Yeah, they all do it. It's like, as soon
I think Cisco helped.
Yeah, Cisco helped.
Yeah.
Cisco helped. Oh, maybe a little bit too much.
Yeah.
But yeah. in
can never help too much.
And then I watched this documentary right here in Spain. There's a brothel right here where it's not real women. It's like sex dolls.
Oh,
So you can go to have sex dolls right here. And then they were having an interview with like another brothel right here, and the women were like, "Oh yeah, it's taking away some of our business."
Oh, okay. Do you know what? I think that's the perfect answer. Like I personally haven't desired a sex doll, but I mean I would like to think if a really good one got made, I'd like to try one, just because like I'm a sexually curious person, and I'd feel like I'd be letting myself down if I didn't. But I'm sure that even if I did enjoy the sex doll, that I would still also want a real woman, because that's the thing. Like, I don't think people being proud of having sex dolls would necessarily mean they wouldn't want to meet women. It just mean they would meet maybe less women, or or maybe like have like less casual relationships.
Oh yeah.
But I think like things like I think as much as like it's like popular to like complain about like how you love someone but like they're always like nagging you or something else.
Yeah.
Like people really want the to fall in love, have a long-term relationship that lasts a long time or forever, married, have kids, the whole shebang. So
sex doll, except for the kids part.
kids. Well, yeah, I mean,
unless you make them yourself.
Yeah, well, you know what? I think one of the things that will happen in the future of sex doll is you'll have sex doll kids.
Well, you have to buy them. It's like
it's
like an add-on.
Yeah, but because like I think it'll be used as like as a way of to like give therapy to pedophiles, because I mean they
no, because the pedophiles would just get the kids instead of the actual fucking.
But
woman.
you just said that people would want an adult sex doll instead of a woman. So why would the pedophiles want a real boy instead of a fake boy, or fake child? I should say they want girls too. Is it because you think of like because the thing is like the pedophiles are weird kind of like, if you think like a sexual predator, like, because even men that get consent, there is a predatory nature to like a small healthy degree. I mean, not like I say we'll say on a scale. The lowest scale would be like consensual assertiveness, and at the top of the scale would be the worst kind of predator. So like, the I'm not sure where I think like a paedophile is quite high up, not because it's like difficult, not because it takes a lot of strength, but because like there's manipulation involved, and also like I think it's a high degree of like immorality.
Yeah,
because you're taking more. And obviously you take innocence in all cases, but you're taking more innocence from a child, because like most adults know about rape, but like a child, like, oh, this is how they found out when it actually happened to them. Yeah,
I think with like with the pedophiles and stuff, right? Yeah, I think they're attracted to innocence, like you said before.
Oh, so yes, that is very true. What I hear with confessions or testimonies from Catholic priests that pedophiles, they say that they were attracted to their innocence.
Yeah.
And I believe this in some cases, but I mean, in any case, it doesn't matter. I mean, like, it's still like wrong, and like, but even with the so even that still would translate to like a sex toy child, because like, it's an object, so it has neither innocence nor sin, and also you've got, if you're just into the appearance, and that's where it would help the most types of pedos, because like you get them they're just attracted to the way they look, and they don't want to be, and so this way they could just go for the doll, and they could like resist the temptation to go for the real thing.
And this would be a good way of like catching them as well. You can like catch a paedophile. See like what kind of doll they buy.
Well, there's nothing. I'm going to be really careful about saying, there's nothing wrong with a paedophile as long as he doesn't rape. Because yeah, they're like
To be fair, it's like the paedophilia. I think has been around for like ages. Fucking young.
since the beginning of time, since there've been children, there's been pedophilia. Definitely,
You know
without a doubt. Since there've been children, there's been pedophilia. Without a doubt.
What's that famous Greek philosopher? Is it
Plato.
One of them had
Socrates.
yeah, he had like a child lover in it.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh, do you know who else? Not a child lover, but sort of had like I want to say interesting, a questionable relationship with a child. Gandhi.
Is there?
Oh, so here's two Gandhi facts.
Gandhi doesn't like women.
Oh, well, I'm not sure about. I didn't know about that. But
I'm
sure.
I think he said that.
Trust me, I'm sure it's true. Once he hears the other two Gandhi facts, Gandhi's a racist. He doesn't like black people. He sees them as like
I read that.
Did you also read about him sleeping with his niece, naked?
Yeah, but I did hear about like he would sleep with like quite a lot of women naked.
Right. So with the niece, with the child, it was to resist temptation. So. By in his words, he never had sex with his niece. She was just there so he could train himself to resist that temptation. But of course, so we're taking his word for it.
I think Hitler met his wife Eva Braun when she was like a teen, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Same with like Luc Besson as well.
Oh yeah, Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt too.
Yeah, you know that. What's that chick that was in Natural Born Killers?
Natural Born Killers. Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I love that actress. I can't remember her name. That's so annoying.
Something Lewis or something like that.
Juliette Lewis.
Juliette Lewis. Yeah. He was going out with her when she was like 13, 14, something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
And how old was he? Was he like 18 at the time or?
Oh, he must have been at least 50. He doesn't age.
What would you say is like a good age gap between like someone in their teens and actually I'm gonna rephrase this, between a girl in her teens and a man? What is an age gap which is like illegal, but well, not actually. Obviously, not even sex, but like, which is like,
Nah, but I mean,
how do you feel about that?
It's a bit funny because I can say something great, yeah, but the girl can totally disagree. It's like my friend was telling me about like when he was in school, a lot of the girls that were when he was in secondary school, a lot of girls in his year, right, yeah, were going out with guys that were in college and university. So it's like, we got no time for you to get ripe. We're gonna take you down before someone else takes.
Yeah. I mean, I had pulled this girl once. Do you remember Caesars in Streatham?
No, I don't.
I remember. Yeah, I met this when I was 18. I met this going in Streatham. Easily one of the hottest girls I've ever pulled, and she told me at the end of the night she was 15. So I thought, oh well, fuck this then. We're not gonna do anything. But now I think about it in retrospect, like 18 to 15, that's only a 3-year difference. And I could have we could have just like not had sex for like a year, and then when she was 16, would have been like legal. And we could have like
that would never happen.
But okay, fine. You know what? But even if it didn't, but even if it didn't, at the end of the day, a 3-year gap, and I'm 1 year away from her being legal. It's not like, and like literally, if she'd been 14, I'd be like, no way. But 15, yeah.
As soon as like
15 to 18, yeah.
As soon as you like ask to meet up or something like that, yeah, and she comes in a school uniform to meet you, you're like, oh.
Actually,
is it worth going to jail?
You know what? It's really weird because I hate it when I see young boys or girls and they're just like gorgeous. They've matured really quickly. They're very attractive.
Hey, say young
And,
boys and girls because yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and I was just like, oh, for crying out loud, like jailbait. But thankfully, this always happens when like they're out of school. When they're in school, school uniform is not. I don't think it's very flattering. Thank fuck. And here's the thing: school uniforms seem like they're sexy because of how they're used in fashion and porn. In fact, I was ogling this girl at the bus stop yesterday. This East Asian girl, and she was like wearing like an outfit like kind of like based on a school uniform. So she had like it was like a pleated skirt. She had like a blazer, but like it was all like done in like a fashion style. I think even the blazer was like a Chanel like jacket. But but yeah, because everything she had on like fitted her perfectly. And it was like, and also the skirt was a bit short, was quite short as well. It was like, but yeah, it was like, yeah, damn hot. But you'd never get that in a school uniform. It'd be like,
no,
and also most school kids look like children, but it's just the few that like develop early, or the and the thing is like with young boys, well, like a twink is like 15. Looks like a twink at 25. Like it's the same body shape, the same youthful look. So it's like, yeah, but like, and like they've got this style now. A lot of these boys, where like they have the tracksuit pulled all the way down. Like just giving you all the way down, so you just keep their full butt, their full ass, in boxers, in baggy boxers, sticking out like their tracksuits. So it was I'm like, okay, I get that that's your style. But you do realise, like, there are men around, like, they're like looking at this like a menu.
Yeah, actually, I've not seen like the are you talking like the urban school kids, right? Yeah, not like the ones that go to,
like black like London kids. Yeah, I've never seen any other like race of kids do it. Yeah, and like. It used to just be like halfway down or like a third way down, which was like fine, but like, all the way down, really? And the thing is, it's weird because like it's at the front, it's all the way up as it should be. So at the front, it's at the right level, and then at the back, it's like it's down to the upper thighs. Like I feel like I don't even get how they walk like comfortably, but
I feel like it's like it's kind of like a spider thing going on here, right? Yeah, the predator, right? Yeah, like if he sees like a white school kid, right? Yeah, dressed normally, right? Yeah, he's like, oh, this is gonna be easy and stuff, right? Yeah, but it doesn't really look sexy, yeah. And then you got the black school kid, right? Yeah, showing his ass and stuff like that. You're like, oh, this looks really sexy, yeah. But you know he's carrying a knife. So like, if you try and fuck him, right, he's gonna stab you with a chest.
I hope he's carrying enough because, like, man, he's already removed one layer of access for some like peelers just like jumping him and like fucking take his innocence. So yeah, I really do hope he's carrying a knife.
Right, yeah. So I was gonna say, oh yeah, so the age gap and stuff like that, right? Yeah. Oh, paedophilia, it's been around for like such a long time, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. And there's so many people that have done it.
Yeah.
So many people that have like slept with like people that are not of consent, but it just doesn't get heard about. And like Canada, I think Canada's got like a big paedophile problem.
Oh really?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean that if that is the case, that is a good thing because that means it's being reported. Because I honestly, I think it's a problem everywhere. It's just not reported.
I've seen the
everywhere.
film.
People like us are too scared. Kids are too scared to like say it.
I think there's a film with what's his name, Robin from Batman: The Dark Knight Rises.
Oh, Gordon Hugh Levitt, or do you mean the other? Yeah, Dark Rises. Yeah, Gordon Hugh Levitt.
Oh, is it? Yeah, he's actually quite. Got some interesting films actually.
Yeah, God, have you seen Brick? So anyway, forget that.
No. Is it Brick or there's one Brick and then there's other one called Snowden or something?
Yeah, he's in both of those.
Oh, is that the same character or something?
No, Brick was like one of his early films. He's like a teenager in that, maybe.
Okay, now there's this one where he's really, really young. So,
right. Then yeah, it's probably Brick then.
No.
Or maybe maybe Hesher.
No, it was like 8 or something like that, or 9.
Oh, I see.
It was like a Canadian film, and it was about like these young kids, right? Yeah, who report about being like abducted by aliens or something like that, yeah, or some like thing. But it's actually a film about paedophilia.
Oh.
Yeah, so these kids are getting sexually abused.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like the abuse kind of warps their mind a little bit. Like,
That's interesting.
yeah.
It's interesting that it warped multiple minds. So they both, well, all the boys involved saw aliens.
I don't know in the film. I don't want to.
Or was it just one of them?
No, I don't want to. I don't want to like talk about the film too much because I watched it once, but like it's a bit blurred to me right now.
Fair enough.
But it was like they were trying to figure out what happened to them when they were younger, and it turns out that they were like sexually abused.
Damn.
And I think the film got made because it was like to make awareness of it happening in Canada. I don't know, but don't quote me on that because I might be talking
But
shit.
by the way, do you want a chair?
A chair?
Yeah.
Oh no, why?
I wasn't sure if you were comfortable
Oh no, I'm comfortable.
on my bed.
Yeah. Well, it's
I
nice
hope
now.
it does that.
I sleep on the floor now, so.
Oh wow, is that a comfort thing or just like you're just so poor now?
I'm so fucking.
Oh.
So no, you know what happened was right, yeah. So the bed that I had right, yeah, it was causing me like a little bit of problem right, yeah. So I got rid of it and I bought another bed right, yeah. But instead of buying like an expensive bed and stuff like that, yeah, I tried to find something that's just reasonably priced.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I got this bed. It was like an orthodontics bed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Looked really nice, comfy and stuff. Looked really nice, but then every time I was sleeping on it, yeah, I found that like my back was a little bit off, right? Yeah.
Alright.
So, and I used to walk for like hours. I used to walk for hours prior to this, right? Yeah, I'd walk for like 7-8 hours and stuff like that. And then when I got this new bed, right? Yeah, I'd walk, right? Yeah, and then I find after about like an hour, 2 hours, I'm like, no, I can't walk no more, yeah.
Oh wow.
So I'll take a bus back home and shit. So I went online and started like researching and stuff, and then people were saying,
and they said you had cancer.
while I was watching porn.
What, you just like taking a video call whilst watching porn?
Like, yeah, I went to the dentist and he told me I had cancer.
Wasn't it weird how men always say watching porn? Like, no
Getting
man
cancer.
watch. I mean, I have watched porn once or twice at like a cinema, but generally, oh no, these are like special events. But generally, like you masturbate to porn. So it's weird. It's weird how like. But I would never say that. I would never say I was masturbating to porn. I just like it's obvious.
Oh yeah.
So like,
yeah.
so you're watching porn. So you're having a wank whilst on speaker with your doctor about recent tests, and she tells you. You have. Are they allowed to tell you have cancer over the phone? That's another thing as well. Well, he's a shit doctor, so he just says you've got cancer.
But you're probably getting off like you're just waiting for like to have cancer. That's your fetish. Like when it tells you, oh, sorry, Mr. So and So, but you got cancer, and you're like, oh. Yeah. So anyway, about the bed thing, right? Yeah. So I look online. And then people are saying, oh, like if you sleep on the bed, right, yeah, or like one of them Japanese beds, tatami and stuff like that, yeah, it straightens up your back and you feel more comfortable. And then I was thinking about it. I was like, you know what? A lot of these Asian countries, a lot of the old people, right, yeah, they're still out and about doing exercise, right, yeah. They don't really have like too much trouble. So I was like, okay, so. I put away the bed, right, yeah, started sleeping on the floor, right, yeah, and then one day, I went out for a walk, and I thought I was just going to walk for 2 hours because my back was going to be bad, right, yeah, but I just kept on walking, and then from them, I was like, okay, I'm going to sleep on the bed, and now sleep on the floor, and I've been sleeping on the floor ever since.
Wow.
Yeah, it's helped me out quite a lot. It's straightened up my back really, really well.
It's amazing.
It's a bit addictive
It's like a warrior's like ways of sleep, like always prepared, like
Yeah.
in any. Do you know? You know what you're saying before about lots of Asian countries having really healthy people. Do you know what? When I think of like East Asian countries, I think of people that like live in really unhealthy situations. People or live in really healthy situations. So like, I think are there any East Asian countries where people are just like okay? Because like in China, you're basically just like breathing in pollution all the time, and if you're in like there are like parts of like China and Taiwan where people like just like live for like until they're like 100, and yeah, like they're so healthy. I think like actually Taiwan had like no COVID cases for like months and months and months. Like I think like
Really?
yeah. Like I think maybe in the first 6 months they had like no COVID cases. Or no, or maybe no COVID deaths. It might have been. That's probably what it was. It was no COVID deaths.
Oh, but that was the same as like Thailand as well. I think it had like.
Oh, really? In Thailand? Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I looked on the.
I'm surprised at Thailand because they haven't. I wouldn't. Oh, well, I'm basing what my views on Thailand on Thai food here, but it might be different in Thailand.
You got like you can go online and you can look at the stats of like each country, the deaths and the tolls rate.
I have, which is why I know that Jamaica has a higher murder rate than Haiti, which is ridiculous. I mean, no offense to Haitians, but like, I just, you know what, that is offensive to Haitians. I'm sorry, yeah, why shouldn't Jamaica be the highest? Yeah, I take it back. But I shouldn't be surprised. I'm sorry, any Haitians listening.
Yeah.
And also, I'm sorry about Wyclef Jean. Did you hear about how his charity like stole like a bunch of money from like a relief fund?
That's old story, isn't it?
Yes, old story, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm still sorry about it. Like, you know, like, I mean, what has he paid it back yet?
Yeah. My sister was saying about like these celebrities that talk about like the charities that they give money to, right? Yeah. And my sister was like, "Why you need to tell us for? Like, if you're gonna give it to charity, just give it to charity. You don't need to like talk about it."
That's a good point.
And
what?
it's like,
Not all of them do. Jimmy Carr doesn't talk about his charity donations.
Jimmy Carr doesn't even earn enough.
He earns loads. That's how he got done for that tax avoidance. Well, it wasn't tax evasion. He found a legal tax loophole that people criticise him about. But like some comedians were like standing for his defence. Like, do you have any idea how much money Jimmy Carr donates to like charities? Like, he's not. You should not be comparing him to like these money grabbing like businessmen and like politicians. He actually is a good rich person.
But I don't even like before the tax evasions and stuff, right? Yeah, I don't even like I don't even blame like some people doing like tax evasion, because if you think about it, right, you're an actor or whatever, right? Yeah, you've been working hard to get to this position, right? Yeah, you start making money, right? Yeah, you've had not much help, right? Yeah, you've like done it yourself, like building up, right? Yeah. And then you make like you make 2 million in 1 year, right? Yeah. And then the government come along and say, "Oh, you're going to take half of that."
It's not going to be half, dude.
It is.
No, it's not.
It's 49. It's something like 47% that they take away from you.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow. I mean,
that's why a lot of people.
But they're still richer than most people. I mean,
how
much money do you need?
But it's the thing. It's like this. It's like this. If they're taking loads of money away from you, right? Yeah. And then you see where the money's going, and then like you the place that you are, right? Yeah, you feel safe and blah blah this and that, right? Yeah, and it's like you're really happy, right? Yeah, you'll have no complaints. But then if you're if they're taking money from you, right? Yeah, and then you're finding like everything's still expensive, right? Yeah, there's knife crime, there's like this, there's like loads of racial hatred and stuff like that. Yeah, you're thinking, where the fuck is my money going? Like, what is happening to my money? Like, I don't feel like I want to give money to this like country. I'd rather go somewhere else and give money there than give it to this place, because it's like the money, you don't know where it goes. You don't know where it goes, does it?
I think you do know where it goes.
Oh.
I mean, and if I was rich, I definitely would be fine with like 47%. But if I was going to get angry about like there still being like a lot of crime, a lot of poverty, and things to be expensive, I'd be pissed off at the people that are richer than me that don't pay 47. Like, that's how I'd be really like. I remember Russell Brand got criticised by a journalist once about him having so much like wealth, and like what does he basically how he has so much wealth, and why does he feel like he should be a person that like should be involved in like social justice and like affordable housing. And then like thankfully someone quickly stood up for him and was saying like, well, at least he is doing it. More rich people should be doing it, and people that are richer than him should be paying their fucking taxes. And yeah, it was like
I do say
yeah.
this though. I do say this right. Yeah, there should be like a cut-off point of like how much. Okay, rich has been fine, right? Yeah, but then there's stupidly rich where you got like 80 million, 100 million, money like that, yeah, in your account, which you're never gonna use. You're never gonna use, right? Yeah, I would say anything up to like even like 3 million is good for you, because 3 million, if you think about the interest, it's like maybe £3,000 a week. What is it? £3,000 a
I
week?
don't know. Don't come to me with math, man.
Oh, yeah.
I'll trust you. Yeah, sure.
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you got
No
like,
one listening is gonna like that. Isn't correct.
I'm gonna Google
I am
it.
unsubscribed from this podcast.
No.
Wherever did you learn about finances? Precisely the reason I listened in to have financial advice and hear about financial discussions and debates.
Only to find
And
out it
you
was
got,
wrong.
and you got,
You get it all wrong.
yeah.
Alright, yeah. So, no, if you have like, let's say you have a million,
Yeah.
you have a million. That should be something like £500 something interest a week.
Oh.
I'm thinking, yeah. Because last time I looked it up, right, yeah, it's like you get like a good amount of money if you got £1 million. You can live off that in a normal life.
Yeah.
But if you got like fucking yonks of money, yeah, 100 million, right, yeah, most of it, right, yeah, it's like you're not doing anything with it.
Actually, do you know what? It depends whether you're black or not. And what I mean by that is,
Chocolate.
what is it? What is it? No, but like, look, it's their money, and they should spend it however they like. And it's not a criticism, but I think like a black person with 800 million and anybody else with 800 million, there'll be a difference between how much that money is saved. Like there's this that baller culture, and it's not. Do you know? Do you know what? I take that back. It's not just black. It's not just black millionaires because like it's actually it's quite prevalent amongst like people who like athletes and as well as rappers.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's this all this thing where like
think
they have to have like all this like it's all very lavish, parties all the time, jewelry, and like it's like wow, you are making the most of being rich. Where you like you have other rich. I mean, like look at someone Bill Gates. Bill Gates looks like middle income. He looks like
yeah, but he does
middle, he looks middle class. He doesn't look like someone who
he's getting a divorce. You know that?
Yeah, he cheated on his wife, right?
Did he cheat on his wife?
I don't know. I read like one news line. I get sent lots of like
It's on
clickbait.
Google, isn't it? He cheated on a Chinese.
No,
chef.
it's YouTube that I got my clickbait from. Google never tells me anything. They don't like me like you. Yeah.
Yeah, he goes.
Yeah, I've discovered that different sites treat people differently. I was talking to like a colleague about AliExpress and how whatever she's shopping for, she'll be sent like something a penis equivalent. So shopping for a bag, a penis shaped bag. Shopping for like a phone case, a penis shaped phone case. Not like all dicks, not all, but you know there'll be penises amongst the regular stuff. And what she searched for, yeah. No, it is for her. But when I go on there, someone who I think is an aficionado on dick-related things, someone who would really appreciate
doesn't get that.
The crudeness, subtlety, and nuance of all things dick-related. But no, nothing. I mean, I've only done it on my phone. Maybe if I try on my computer, I'll finally get some dicks. But so far, AliExpress is like, is not DTF, not DTP.
You should write it and complain. Say they they're discriminating.
Do you know what? I think
we want our dick parcels.
Yeah. If I have like if I have some spare money near the end of the month and I just feel like buying something silly off AliExpress, only on the condition that if it arrives it's like poor quality, I'm not going to complain about the quality. I'm going to complain that it wasn't like had no relation to anything phallic or penis like. But yeah, that'll be like I'm going to write like a properly like a really long Because I have
Little complaint.
I have written complaints in the past, like e-commerce things like eBay and probably AliExpress as well at some point. Just because like I've been sent stuff that looked nothing like the photo, was just like the wrong size or shape or whatever.
Oh, but that's what
And
you get. That's what you get.
it never gets good results. But like it'll be nice to actually like instead of getting upset about it, say you know what, I'm just gonna have fun with this. I'm just gonna donate. I'm just gonna give whatever crappy thing I actually got to charity, and I'm gonna like write a nice long letter. I might write a few about like how yeah, I wanted the dicks, and they gave me no dicks.
Do you know what I was thinking? Right? Yeah, I was thinking you can get like these big, massive dildos that vibrate really, really, really well, innit? Like,
Yeah, you can get those. You can get the ones that like they're like kind of they're weighted and they're placed on the floor and they kind of like dart in and out. Really quickly, yeah.
Oh yeah, not that, yeah. But I mean, like, just get like a big, massive dildo, right? Yeah, one that probably is like battery operated, remote control operated, right? Yeah, and then like when you turn on my control, yeah, it just vibrates, right? Yeah. What I'll do, right? Yeah, like get one of them, right? Yeah, I'll wrap it up, right? All right, wrap it up, right? Yeah, just as so it looks like a big fucking dildo, right? Yeah.
Oh.
Then I'll take it to the post office, right? Yeah, and then post it to myself, right? And then I'll wait, yeah, for the postman, right, to come, right? Yeah, and when he brings out takes the dildo, right? Yeah, that's when I press the button, right? Yeah, let it vibrate.
I like that.
Just see what he does.
I feel like it's a shame it will take so long because it feels like a great like prank show thing. Like
Big crap.
yeah. That's. I wonder if anyone's trying that because that seems like very like Eric Andre, like Trigger Happy TV, like kind of thing where like, I mean you could do it with a bicycle courier because then there's like you get like same day, same hour maybe.
Yeah.
And then like just get it like.
You know, Trigger. I'll tell you two things, right? Yeah. One of the other things I wanted to do, right? Yeah, is you know you get the Polaroids.
Yeah.
I wanted to wear a ski mask, right? Yeah, I wanted to go to somebody's car, yeah, lay on their car, yeah. My friend would take a Polaroid of me on the car, right? Yeah, in a ski mask, right? Yeah. Then I take the Polaroid, right? Yeah, and I put it on the guy's wind wipes and stuff.
Oh
Leave
yeah.
it there, yeah. And I'll do that for like a lot of people, right? Yeah, just to see, just to see what their reactions are. And my favorite Trigger Happy TV one, right? Yeah. There's a girl at the bar.
Yeah.
This girl at the bar. And then she's drinking, right, yeah? And then the barman comes over, right, yeah? And it's like, he gives her like a drink, right? And it's like, oh, yeah, this is from the gentleman just behind. And she turns around, yeah? And it's a guy in a gorilla suit. This is a guy in a gorilla suit, right, yeah? And he's just like, he's holding a drink, right? And he's like, cheers.
That'd be awesome. I'd love a drink bought for me by a gorilla.
Sorry, I don't date black men.
Oh, wow.
One of them things, eh?
What, you think you are the queen? Holy shit.
Hey, so
Do you know what? One of my pet hates is when black people try and rationalize how black people aren't like monkeys. I was like going like, I goes like, well, you know, actually, it's the white people that are more because they're covered in hair, you see, and like, what was that? Who gives a shit? The guy just called you a monkey, called him a cunt or something. Don't tell it. Don't dissect his insult. Just get straight back in there, like.
And then my friend, my brother.
Tell him that he wishes he was a gorilla. Like, don't.
My brother.
Fucking.
My brother was on the phone to some girl, and he's like talking, right, yeah. And then I'm walking behind him, right, yeah, and he's like, oh yeah, that's my brother, he's a monkey. And the girl's like, don't call him a monkey, right, yeah. And I was like, nah, he's a monkey, he likes banana and stuff like that, yeah. And then when he said that, he's like, you know what? I do like banana.
Yeah, I love banana. Yeah,
I'm gonna give you a banana.
One of my old white mates, he was like, they not you because I eat like 2 bananas a day most days.
Yeah.
And he's like, you're eating bananas? I was like, yeah. It's like, what's that? What's wrong with that? I was like, you know, that's like, you know, people say like, you know, black people are like monkeys, and I'm like, I'm not gonna give up one of my favorite foods just because some fucking racist twat made a comparison to like monkeys.
Like you get like racist football fans, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I think this
Oh
was
yeah, I heard that story when they threw the banana onto the football pitch.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
but you hear the one where they threw the banana on the football pitch, right? Yeah, and one of the footballers, right? Yeah, picked up the banana, yeah, that they threw it at, right? Yeah, and he ate it.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one I was thinking of. Yeah, that's the famous one. Yeah, yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That is dope. That's like
I had so many white people telling me that story. They were like, because like. I do really love I really love elderly white people that are really proud that they're not racist. And you know what? They should be, because like oftentimes when I hear someone's done something racist, like, I mean, not that it should be different, but like honestly, when I see like they're like 80 or 90, I'm like going like, well, I mean, of course that's their opinion. Like
it doesn't matter.
yeah, I actually like do. I was kind of like cussing it at the beginning of my sentence. I'm like, actually, yeah, they are right to be proud of it, because it is an odd thing. And like, yeah, there were so many elderly white people coming up to me telling me that footballers. This is how I heard about it.
Yeah.
Because at work, I was approached by like mate, between 5 and 10, like people. It was definitely over 5. It was quite a lot. And like and they were like, have you did you see that thing about the because but they're really interested in like.
But there's loads of like there's loads of black people, right? Yeah, that have like come across racism, right? Yeah, but they've dealt with it in different ways, innit?
Yeah, yeah.
Like I think like my friend telling me about like the footballer Juve. When he used to get like taunted and stuff, right? Yeah, by the fans, right? Yeah, it just makes him play better.
Okay.
Yeah. So he never got angry, right? Yeah.
Negative reinforcement. I like
yeah.
it.
So like, if they're giving him shit, right? Yeah, right? Yeah, it makes him want to perform better, right? Yeah. So when he scores, right? Yeah, he's like, yeah.
Anyways.
And then there's what's the guy Unforgettable. Louis Armstrong. Is it not Louis Armstrong?
Oh, I have no idea.
Nat King Cole. Nat King Cole, yeah.
No.
He said he moved into like a white neighborhood, right? Yeah. And I think on the first day and stuff like that, right? Yeah. They burnt a cross in his front. Yeah. And he just cleaned it up and carried on.
Oh.
He just cleaned it up, carried on. Didn't say nothing, just cleaned it up, carried on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
So it's how you deal with it, innit? It's like.
Yeah.
If you give them the attention, if you give them what they want, right, yeah, they'll just do it even more.
But also, I think it was one of those times where you just like kind of expected it. I remember Sammy Davis. Actually, not Sammy Davis Jr. Well, it is about Sammy Davis Jr. But
it's about when he went a hotel room.
Yeah, it's about the hotels, but more like his attitude to it. So he was good friends with Jerry Lewis. It's Jerry Lewis I heard this story from.
Oh yeah.
And he was basically like talking to like they were friends. They were talking to him like frequently just about like his attitude towards racism. Like, you know, he was performing at these hotels. He wasn't allowed to stay.
Yeah.
He had to stay at a caravan. And like somebody was just like you're performing there. You're doing them a service. Like, demand they give you a room. Like, please. Like, and that's really put like somebody's like, well, you know, like this just the way it is.
Yeah.
And even like you see that a lot with like the guy was just like so humble and just let it just wash over him. Like they're like these in the Rat Pack, like he would get like roasted by the other guys on his
and his wife.
Yeah, and he would just like let it wash over and just like I'm not sure how I feel about it. Like I mean I don't know how good how close they were as friends.
Yeah.
That if that was like a joke they made because they were really, really good friends, or they just made it because they thought that they could make that joke about any black person. Yeah. So like that was a bit, but yeah, he was just
because he was married to like a German wife, and I think there was like a documentary that like I think she used to like talk about him, talk to him about him, and like why'd you let them like treat you like that? Yeah, why'd you like make a fool out of you and stuff like that? But on the flip side, right? Yeah, it was like the same thing with like Dean Martin, like because they always used to like say he was like an alcoholic and shit like that. You know, tease him about it. But I think like with Sammy Davis Jr. right, yeah, it's such a like a touchy subject.
Yeah.
that it hit more people's nerves, innit?
Yeah, yeah, no, definitely.
But at least there was people there that actually like that were concerned about it, innit?
Yeah, 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 yeah. No, definitely.
Yeah, it's better. It's better than having like nobody like talk about it.
Hmm.
It's like
But actually, that being said, it unfortunately, I don't want to discourage white people for telling black people to stick up for themselves, but it is easier for them to say that. Like the black person is taking more risk when he's standing up to racism, and he should do. But especially in that time, he was thinking this could bring violence. I could like take a hit financially. Yeah. So like yeah, because like the like the Jerry Lewis's and the his German wife, they're seeing on the approach like that he shouldn't take it because they see him as an equal. But like Sammy Davis Jr. knew all too well that he's not seen as an equal, and it's not gonna
It's a really weird thing.
And like he'd rather just I'm assuming he'd rather just like let it wash over him, and just like like. Yeah, not like just treat it like it's bulletproof, like it's bouncing off him, not affecting him, rather than like engage and like make a thing of it. Even if the long-term benefits would be better.
The funny thing is, right? Yeah, is that that was America at the time, right? Yeah? But like if you look at other countries, right? Yeah, it wasn't so much the case. I think like in France, right? Yeah, there was like a lot of black musicians and stuff that got treated very, very nicely.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, that's what I heard. This guy was telling a story about, you get like those American Air Force pilots, right? Yeah, the black ones, right? Yeah, they have their own squadrons, right? So this guy was like talking about how he got shot down somewhere in Europe, right? Yeah, and he had to go to like a Nazi POW camp.
Oh.
And he goes that the Nazis, right? Yeah, they didn't treat him like he was like inferior and stuff, right? Yeah, because he was a lieutenant, right? Yeah, they treated him like a lieutenant, right? Yeah, they didn't like treat him anywhere else, right? Yeah. And as soon as the war was over, right? Yeah, he remembers like he says like he was coming back to America, right? Yeah, and then as soon as he got to America, he was like, okay, all the white people over there, all you blacks over there, and it's funny. It's funny.
Yeah. It's not the first time I've heard something like that from the Nazis. There are French historians who note that the Nazis treated them, when they were occupying France, treated them better than the British Allies when they retook France.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't know this for sure, but I sense part of that came from maybe Britain felt like betrayed by France for like surrendering. Even like,
still, it was
even still, which is, and like I hope that's not the case, because it's a shame, because like they just, I mean, like they're connected by land, Germany and France. They just had to like much easier and much more difficult to defend. And also you got to think about, like, if you're a world leader, you got to think about like protecting your people. So
yeah. But even well, what my brother says? My brother says like history was written by the winners.
Yeah.
So like it's very easy for it's very easy for the people that won the war, right here, that can cover up like certain things. Like
definitely. I mean,
you don't hear about like you don't hear too much about like the Nazi rallies that they had in America, or the much about like the Japanese prison camps that they had in America as well.
Or that the Americans were selling arms to to Britain, its allies, and to the Germans. They're actually building tanks for them. So yeah, like the thing is, like in America, they teach that like America ended the war, and I used to think that this was disrespectful to the years that they weren't fighting, and Britain and the allies were fighting, and suffering like all this like devastation to like the city and the people. I'm thinking like, no, actually no. Technically, you're right. You stopped selling arms to them, and you actually assisted, gave us a much needed like support, and so yeah, you did, you did, yeah. Well done.
And with America, right? Yeah, it's like it's like an overkill, like what they did in the war as well, with like the atomic bomb, because it's like you didn't fight fair, like
Fight fair.
It's like
please.
he didn't even like like
Fighting fairs for competitions. Once you're outside of a ring, anything goes.
I think there was like a thing. It's like at the start it was like you only attack places that are strategic places like factories, airports and stuff like that. Yeah, America was like let's go for the whole fucking city.
Yeah, it's called terror bombing, I think. And oh. Boom.
Alright, so let's talk about girls.
Girls. Oh, actually,
wait,
that reminds me. There is something I did want to talk about. So in the last recording we did, we touched on some like heavy subjects, like
we didn't finish it.
We didn't finish it. What do you mean?
Nah, because we did that quite a lot.
Oh, what you mean? Yeah, exactly. The time we cut short. Yeah, we cut off short. And yeah, like we spoke about like blackface, black representation. I guess would be the best way to say it. Black representation in comedy, and I guess also like about the whole like snowflake thing and how it relates to protests. No. But so like heavy
that's
things.
Interesting, no more.
But but I feel like sometimes when I say these things, I don't fully make a point. I was like thinking, and one thing really stuck out to me amongst all the things we talked about, amongst like the race, the comedy, like the wrestling, is Panzer Dragoon Alter is actually a good game. Like as I was like putting on the footage, I was like, whoa, Panda just dropped. That's the wind. I don't know what it is. The panda lights all from up there. You can see it on the bed.
That scared the shit out of it. I thought
sorry,
it was I was about to punch it in the face.
You acted very well to my fall-in soft toy. But yeah, I got it on Xbox Live Arcade for like cheap, and like yeah, I've been playing it. Last this week, yeah, it's great. And I was like.
I did say one thing about...
So I just want to put an apology. Not about all the other shit we talked about. Not, no, just about Panzer Dragoon Alter. Okay, right.
I'm thinking there's like people, if they listen to the podcast, right, yeah, they'll get annoyed by like maybe two things, right, yeah. Well, they'll probably get offended about like some of the stuff that we say. But it's just us chatting shit, yeah. It's just venting bullshit.
I mean... I don't feel like it's that way. I feel like
for me, I chat a lot of shit.
Yeah, no. If that's the way you choose to describe it, like that's
the way
fine.
I choose to live my life.
Yeah, but like, I guess for me, we're just two people that are unafraid to talk about anything. Like, there's no thought about is this gonna be offensive or is this gonna sound stupid or are we even trying to like put forward any sort of like message or lesson or give himself personal growth. Actually, I'll take about that last thing because I think you're always growing. But yeah, we're literally just talking about it because in the moment it feels right. We're interested, and why not? There's it's just natural.
In that case,
free flowing.
In that case, do you know that like young black girls are scared of pigeons?
Really?
Yeah.
I hadn't noticed. Why?
No, it's because they don't like rats anyways.
Yeah. Well, lots of people don't like rats. That's a common thing, not to like rats.
Yeah.
I think only like goths like rats. And even then, like, they like pet rats. Like,
the pet rats, they're domesticated rats.
Domesticated rats,
they're not hood rats, but but they consider, young black girls consider like pigeons to just be rats with wings, anyways.
Well, yeah, I mean, they carry roughly the same amounts of like bacteria and germs, and
So I suggest that like if you are scared of like young black girls, especially the ones that go on the bus and then like make a fuss and stuff, always carry a pigeon with you.
Do you know what? That is really tempting and a really good idea because I'm all up for like non-violent ways to attack people. that you and a pigeon is like perfect, but at the same time, and I got this from a Dimitri Martin joke. I have a bit of a problem with people that keep birds as pets. They've looked at a bird, they've looked at this flying creature and thought like,
I'm gonna cage
I'm gonna
this.
put you in a cage. I'm like, what? That's so fucked up. I didn't realize how fucked up until I heard that joke. Just like I'm like, yeah, they took the sky and reduced it, the entire sky, and reduced it to a cage. And don't get me wrong, I know they I guess maybe you're saving them from like things like predators, but like still, it's still like. And some people are like, oh, but you can give them inside of a room. The inside of a room compared to the heavens? Are you being serious?
I think actually, yeah. I think that maybe they keep it in a cage because they don't want it to shit all over the house.
Then just don't have a fucking bird. No, do you know what I mean? Like
it's like but then again, it's like the same thing like a dog. Like if you have a dog, it's gonna shit all over the house. About birds,
but
right,
at least dogs get to run outside in the park. Like there's no like a parrot's never gonna be allowed to fly outside. That's
you know what?
it.
You know what?
You're gonna be inside a house for the rest of your life. That is it.
Now, do you know why, right? Yeah. Do you know why, right? Yeah. If you take the parrot out, right? Yeah, and then like let it off, right? Yeah, to like have a little wander and stuff, right? Yeah, that shit ain't coming back. It's not coming
Well, no, exactly. But like that's my point. Like dogs come back, cats come back. If your pet doesn't want to come back, then you shouldn't be having that. You shouldn't have that pet. If your pet feels trapped, then yeah. No, that's the thing. There's a big difference between a dog and a cat owner and a parrot and a small bird owner, a bird cage owner. Like that is like, oh, I want a loving companion who loves me back. There's like, I want to imprison a small creature. I want to assert my dominance. I'm a stupid creature.
Now, do you know if I did have a bird right here as a pet right here in my house, okay, I won't put in a cage right here.
Yeah.
But only because it'll be cool to have this bird right here as a pet. And I'll have an owl, because owls are fucking quiet. You can't hear the shit, And I can imagine the amount of times this owl can scare me every day. Like you don't hear it coming, right? Yeah, you just turn around and there it is. Fucking owl. Yeah. That'd be fucking dope. Because you can't hear him. You can't hear the
do you know what? I'm already way ahead of you. So I took this like what Harry Potter what was that what Hogwarts owl person are you?
Oh.
So I hadn't watched Harry Potter at the time. I've watched all of them now since.
Oh,
by the time I hadn't watched them. Do you know what? I like it for two reasons. The kids become increasingly more like lethal and deadly as they go ahead. You're teaching the occult to young children, which is a great way to get into things like being a white witch, paganism, or even Satanism. Whatever your
as I was thinking.
Whatever your
but do you know Satanism is
it's more to do with indulgence and actually worshipping Satan. Yeah.
No, someone I remember I met a girl who was like a Satanist. Well, not a Satanist, but she had like the Satanic Bible.
Oh.
But she told me that it's not actually it's not really fucked up. It's just like pretty much like the normal Bible, just not as bad.
Well, the normal Bible is fucked up. I mean, Revelations is like.
Oh, yeah, we talked about
this. We talked about it before.
Oh yeah, so anyway, going back to your thing about it, and then I'll go back to the thing that I said about.
Yeah. So I meticulously went through every owl. On the questionnaire, and I found that Harry Potter's owl, the snow owl, is fucking amazing. So even though it's a snow owl, they can live in like any climate. They're not just nocturnal. They can be around during the day as well. They're like a universal owl, and they're super fast, super deadly, and very cool. Like I'd never appreciate like. Whenever I thought of like birds, I thought really cool. I'd gone to the like owls, and maybe if I want to a British bird, I think like a kestrel or something. So if you think like eagles and hawks, like those are like the only two birds I cared about. But this like the snow owl and many other owls are like they're like pretty badass.
Oh, you get like I think that's why like a lot of people watch like animal programs and stuff, because some of the stuff that animals do right and some of the animals that you come across right are fucking dope. They're fucking crazy. It's like like the honey badger.
Do you know what? I have no idea what it looks like. I played a game where like the code name for one of them was honey badger, and I kept thinking to myself every time, I gotta find out what they look like, and I never did.
Oh, they look like badgers, right? Yeah, but these honey badgers, right? Yeah, they're considered as like one of the most fearless animals ever.
Oh,
Like,
nice.
if you look them up on Google, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
they will fight anybody, and I mean anybody.
All right.
You see honey badgers, right? You're fighting like fucking crocodiles, lions.
What?
Yeah, they don't give a fuck.
Wow.
Yeah, there's one video, right? Yeah, and this other guy does it, right? Yeah, it's like this honey badger is being like trying to choked out by a snake.
Yeah.
And at the same time, these two coyotes are trying to like get in on the prey, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And you think like the honey badger, right? Yeah, is the one that's gonna like be like ripped apart, is gonna like die,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. It turns it around, right? Yeah, to the point where it kills the snake.
Holy shit.
And then it fights off the two badgers, right? Yeah. And then takes the snake away, right? Yeah, to eat the snake. That's how badass they are.
Wow.
They're fucking badass.
I'm very impressed.
Yeah, it's like the honey badgers, like, yeah, they're most fearless, and plus they're clever as well. There's one thing we're talking about, like, this guy has a honey badger, and then he puts it in this pit. In this cage, right? Yeah, to like keep it away.
Yeah.
But the honey badger, right, escapes.
Mhm.
So it's like okay, so we're gonna put it back in there, right? Yeah. Put in another dig, right? Yeah. And it's gonna be fine. The honey badger, right? Yeah, sees that there's trees, right? He climbs on the trees, right? Yeah, and escapes. So the guy's like, okay, we're gonna cut the trees. So it cuts the trees, right? Yeah. So the honey badger, right? Yeah, sees there's mud, right? Yeah, rolls up mud, right? Yeah, makes it into little balls, right? Yeah, puts it up against the walls, right? Yeah, and then escapes. And the guy's like, this fucking.
I love hearing stuff like that. But
Yeah.
but one thing I think people don't talk about enough is like, because everyone like talks about like honey badgers, dolphins, like smart animals. No one talks about the stupid ones. Like no one talks about like. Do you have a favorite stupid animal? Like a lemon. A lemon's a classic one. Like
Oh, well, are they stupid? Yeah. How
lemon.
stupid?
Well, they don't exist. They're extinct because of their well, yeah, they walked off like they had no awareness of danger. They didn't know. So they would just like hop off cliffs.
Maybe they weren't stupid. Maybe they're just suicidal.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Maybe they got like a fix of being suicidal.
All right.
It's
It's a shame we'll never know now.
You never know.
Because I think I assume people at the time thought that there's no way they would make themselves extinct, but then they did.
They probably know something that we don't know, innit?
Well,
Yeah.
Now we'll never know.
Yeah.
Well, maybe koala bears can like tell us like something like that. Oh yeah, koala bears are really stupid. Do you know that?
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So for one thing, they a lot of them like get malnutrition because like they only eat the eucalyptus leaf and they eat really slowly. But here's the thing. So bear in mind, the only thing they eat,
Yeah.
if you gave it to them on a plate instead of like picked it off a tree, they wouldn't know what the fuck it was. They wouldn't recognise the only thing they eat if you put it on a plate. I can't believe so many are alive. So like maybe I don't know, hopefully they have yeah.
Nah, but that's
Like how are they not endangering themselves?
But
Like at least pandas, like actually no, maybe pandas would know more about like the whole suicide issue because they just don't want to fuck. And that's a sign of depression. Like you're just like no sex drive.
Nah, but for the panda, right? Yeah, you'd be like, oh, why do you want to fuck her? And I was like, have you seen her?
Yeah, I mean,
Have you seen her?
no, but even then, I mean, like.
Nah, but remember, you know about like we say about the koalas, right? Yeah.
How ugly, how butters would a panda have to be that there's just no way you would fuck it. I mean, they only do doggy style. I mean, that's the easiest style to do with someone you're not attracted to.
Is that yeah? But I see their face already, and I can't get. I can't get. But you know, it's that what you say about koalas, right? Yeah, it's like my brother was telling me about like Filipinos, like because they have this. I forget what the restaurant is called. Oh, fuck. There's this famous like burger restaurant and stuff, right?
Oh.
Yeah. But they serve you rice all the time, and my brother goes like Filipinos, right? Yeah. Every meal they have they have to have it with rice.
Yeah.
If you give a Filipino a meal, and there's no rice, they won't eat it.
Oh.
Yeah, so I think that's like what koala is like. It's like if it's not on a brunch, I don't want it.
Yeah.
That's probably what it is, maybe.
Yeah.
That's what I figured. That's what I figured.
I think. What would that be? What would that translate to in like in other countries? So in
For a black
Caribbean,
person, the Caribbean is like, oh no, well for like maybe
no,
American,
no,
it's like,
no stewed vegetables. If my vegetables don't taste like meat, then you're not giving. Yeah, don't give me. No, I guess it just be peas.
Yeah,
Yeah, rice and peas, or soup and peas, or chicken and peas. Like, it have to be, as long as there's some peas.
Have you seen that that famous chef that tried to do like rice and peas?
Wait, white or black guy?
There's a white guy.
Yeah, I've seen it. I think that's a great idea. No, I tell you why. Because
It got slated.
do you know what? He did get slated, but I bet none of those people that slated him were white, and I bet every white person that had his recipe loved it.
Yeah,
Like-
but like white people like things like aubergines and shit. So
Yeah, well, that's for me. That's the point. Like even like with the food we eat. Like when I eat like Chinese food, I eat or Indian food I eat. If I go to China, India, it's not going to taste the same because they're not going to make it like we make it. Like we make a westernized version of what they.
if you go to that restaurant in Elephant Castle, right? Yeah. This is how fucked up it is, right?
Yeah.
I went there with my friend, and they cook they cook proper Chinese food, right? So we're doing dim sum or something.
Yeah.
And then
I've seen it. I don't like proper Chinese food. I like the westernized version.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I go.
No offense. I mean that's just my personal taste.
No, no,
They're both
that's
good.
That's all right. I know you're
Yeah.
racist, anyways.
God, oh my goodness! Like, do you
Wait,
know what?
Let me tell the story.
No, sorry. Go on.
So guys, I go that I want chicken, right? Yeah, and a lady says, "Oh, you want chicken legs, right? Yeah," and I was like, "Yeah, I'll have some chicken legs, right? Yeah," thinking I'm gonna get like chicken drumsticks, right? Yeah. The food comes, right? Yeah, it's fucking chicken legs. It's like the actual legs of the chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, not the meat, the actual foot. You
Wait,
know?
so it's still got the talon attached.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting. I'm not getting the rest.
Oh shit! Oh, what? You're not getting the leg. You're just getting the foot. Oh.
Yeah. So I was like, I was looking at it, right? Yeah, and I was like, and I didn't eat it, right? Yeah, and then like
You didn't even try it. You didn't like give it a bite.
No.
Oh.
And then and then
Who's the racist now?
probably me. But then later on, right? Yeah, like I said to the lady, could you bag this up for us, right? Yeah, I'll take it, right? Yeah. And she's like, oh, you didn't eat the chicken legs and stuff, right? Yeah. And I was like, oh no, I'll have it later, right? Yeah. She's like, oh, it's very nice when you have it hot. And I was like, I'm not having this. It's a waste of food, but like, yeah, it's a bit too much for me. Yeah.
I mean, what I kind of wish you had done now is feed it to like pigeons, and just like. I know. Eating their own kind.
I told you about that seagull that tries to eat pigeons, yeah?
No?
Oh, there's a seagull somewhere in central London that it goes around and tries to eat pigeons. I think it's just one seagull.
Wow.
Yeah. I think
I wonder what's that origin story.
It probably got into a fight with a pigeon, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
then got like a little bit of blood, pigeon blood on it, and it's like,
And now, yeah.
and now they're cannibal.
Yeah.
Goes, don't hang around him. He's fucking nuts. When I die, yeah, grab, get my body, burn it, yeah, get my ashes, yeah, go to like a chicken farm, right, yeah, and then throw it in there for like the chickens to eat. Because the way I figured it, yeah, I eat a lot of chicken, yeah, so it's only right, yeah, that the chicken should eat me.
Wait,
The circle of life.
don't species get mad from eating their own kind? Like there's mad cow disease, and cannibals go mad from eating like human meat. So yeah,
I think that mad cow disease happened. Yeah, they were eating their own.
Yeah. And there was a similar thing with like chickens where they were eating
Well,
chicken. Well, chicken were eating like leftover bits of chicken.
well, if
they'll get some sort of like illness.
Well, if the chickens were eating like me, yeah, if they're eating me, yeah, I think the worst thing that can happen, they'll just start being lazy, not turning up for work.
Probably it would be like that weird kryptonite in that Superman movie where he couldn't get proper kryptonite, so rather than getting weaker, he just like went like evil. So your carcass would be the equivalent of like not quite chicken, but sort of. So
yeah.
Yeah.
So this makes me want to like just not go to work today. I
mean, to be fair, I mean, what I think a lazy chicken would be better for. Well, I mean, if it's like a battery chicken, if it's like free range, then yeah, that's like.
Oh, yeah.
That's gonna be messed up. It's like there's no way it's free range. This hasn't moved a day. So I was like, no, it had all this space. I don't know what happened. Just didn't want to fucking. we gave it this food from Francis Farms. I was like, no. Ah, shit! I said the name. I'm gonna have to beep it out.
What?
I said the name. We're gonna have to beep it out.
Oh no, that's all right. They don't care anyways.
Okay. And,
there's loads
just say it's so catchy. No. That's not the name of the farm. That's the name of the person you fed.
I wouldn't mind really if they took my body and they fed it to chickens.
Yeah, well, you did. So like, who cares?
Yeah. What matter? Unless somehow like my spirit ended up becoming a chicken.
Reincarnation.
And then I find out they're gonna be cooked to be made into like chicken wings and shit. That'll be a little bit fucked up.
Again, I wouldn't care. Like once you're dead, like if I'm dead and as long as I die quickly, I don't care what cannibal's gonna like enjoy me. I mean, I often feel a bit like I relate to. I feel like I relate to cannibals in some way, but I feel like many people do. But although they probably interpret it that way, so like, what? Yeah. Okay. So let me explain. So like,
yes, explain. Because I don't understand.
So people often get upset about like animals being abused and animal testing.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong. It upsets me too, but I feel like it's weird that it upsets me because I eat meat. Like, so can you imagine, like, you had a pair of cannibals talking like, "Did you hear about that human that got tortured?" Whilst they're eating a person, like they're feeling bad about a human being tortured whilst they're eating so I'm feeling bad about like a battery chicken while I'm eating chicken, and like it's.
Unless like the human that they were eating gave them consent to eat them.
No, the human like had a horrible life, being fattened up, and then it was killed, and then these two cannibals ate it, and they complained about the way it was treated before they ate him.
Hey, Dark One, you wanna come over Sunday for like Sunday roast and stuff? I was like, oh yeah. What are we having for dinner? You.
Oh, I see. So sorry. So just to clarify, in my scenario, it was like a global thing where everyone, most of the population, or a larger population, was cannibals, and we were factory farming humans. Whereas like you've done it in like kind of like in a proposition kind of way, almost as if like when you invite someone over for a threesome, but instead it's to be eaten. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna lie. Isn't that quite flattering?
To like get invited?
I mean, well, it depends. Like, what is the selection process of inviting this person over? Like how have you picked them?
Just a fat one.
Just a fat one. Well, that's like it's all part. It was all important.
I'll tell you like two things, right? Yeah, like we say like harvesting humans.
Yeah.
Like, that would be a great episode for Sliders. Remember Sliders?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a fucking great
episode.
episode.
It would be good. I'm sure they could do it. I'm sure lots of shows like they did like really like dark things. Although in Sliders, they'd probably like actually. I think they make it really cool. They'd probably do something like, oh, this person's had like low intelligence, so better off as food, and let them like join the general population. But like again though, like again, like going back to chicken, like not that I really know much about it, but like when I see like some of the minutes of like corn-fed chicken, I'm like, ooh,
Corn-fed.
so this will taste nicer. So like, and even like in True Blood, some of the vampires, they have like pets, pet humans, where they only eat like one thing, like only like grapes or something. So like their blood will be like extra like sweet.
Oh, is it?
Like, drinking from them, yeah.
Oh, they got pet here. Oh, I didn't watch
Yeah.
True Blood.
Well, I didn't watch all of it, but that was like one of the episodes I remember. So like,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna nick your scenario now. I'm gonna make it my own, like I do with all funny things you say.
I don't say like a lot of funny things. I'm not really that funny.
But
really.
every funny thing you do say, I steal it. I just take that shit.
But you
And
know,
I'm like what Dennis Leary did with I'm an arsehole. You know he
Oh,
nicked that song. Yeah.
But he said he stole that song, but I don't know. Like, I think there's like contestant.
No, he stole it. So like Louis C.K. had this whole joke, like was going like, oh, I do this because I'm an asshole, and Dennis Leary was like hosting the night, and like there's like quite a significant age gap between Louis C.K. and Dennis Leary.
Oh, yeah.
He's the older guy, so you have you just respect the older comedians.
Yeah.
So like literally, as soon as Louis finishes his set, Dennis Leary comes up and he carries on a joke, but he's adding like new things like, oh, I'm doing this because I'm an asshole, I'm doing that because I'm an asshole, and it's like really funny shit. And Louis is like, okay, that's a bit weird, but whatever. He's the host, but then he comes back to the club like a few months later. Dennis Leary is still doing a fucking joke. And then of course he made like the big song.
Yeah.
The thing is though, because I've seen Dennis Leary in interviews and I've heard a lot of people talk about him, he's not like a terrible guy, and actually he helped out Louis financially. And he's helped like loads of comedians, like other people. So like so I think, but maybe that was like guilt money. I don't know, but
yeah, probably guilt money. But you know what? Like I hear like a lot of people stealing like stuff. Was it you that I was talking to about like Deep Space Nine and Babylon 5?
Yeah. Oh, you sent me a video. Yeah.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
I never tweeted
glad.
it before. I never tweeted it before, right? Yeah. And
Because there was quite a big gap. Because I think like, because I think Star Trek: The Next Generation, I think that came after Babylon 5, didn't it?
No, I think what happened was, right, yeah. So like from what I heard, right, yeah, is
Yeah.
the guy goes to the the guy goes.
Oh really? Oh okay.
Yeah, the guy goes to like the Star Trek people and it's like,
and
I've got a story, right?
They
yeah.
won't option it. Yeah.
And they were like, oh, we don't want it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But he must have left the book there, right? Yeah. And so he goes to another like place, right? Yeah. And they decide to take the book, right, and turn it into like Deep Space Nine, right? Yeah. And then Babylon 5 comes, I think, a little bit after it, but it.
No. Babylon 5 definitely came first. It's much older.
Oh, there, but isn't it like it depends like US time and then like UK time because
No, literally because there's probably like, I mean I could check, but there's like at least a 5-year gap between them. Because I think Babylon 5 even predates The Next Generation, and in order it goes like Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, then Voyager and whatever. So
yeah. What? No, Babylon 5 came after Next Generation, I think.
No, it's really like even when you look at it, like look at the show. It's like I know
that's,
it's like low budget.
That's production, though, isn't it?
That is production, but like I'm not going to Google it now. I'm just going to get like dead air whilst I'm checking. But like I'm sure it's significantly older
because
than Deep Space Nine.
The similarities to it right here is like wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, next to a space station, next to a wormhole. Yeah, it's like and it's like
yeah, and I never used to watch Deep Space Nine that much, right? Yeah, and I never used to watch like Babylon 5, but then like when you think about it, it was like, yeah, it's like the same.
But no, honestly, it's like it's way older. Yeah, I can't like stress that enough. Like I'm not sure about many things. This thing I'm sure about. But back to the cannibals. So like
I thought about copyright infringement.
Oh no, forget that. I don't. No, but that's what I'm saying. I'm copywriting your cannibals.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say as well, right? Yeah.
But go on. But
that's what I was gonna say.
No, fuck the cannibals. All right, let's talk about copyright infringement.
No, we'll go back to cannibals.
No, it's too late. It's done.
What I do right here.
I'm cannibaled out.
Cannibal. you can make a cannibal.
I can't eat cannibal anymore.
Cannibal Run Free in it, where it's just like cannibal. You have to. Oh no, it's so rubbish.
Well, no, What if they made it like The Littlest Hobo? Like,
that is such a dope song.
maybe tomorrow he'll find the right person to eat. Until tomorrow, he'll just keep moving on.
Do you know? I realize about like songs from like TV shows from like the 80s and 90s, right? Yeah, is I remember the theme songs and stuff and the entrances, but I can't remember most of like the episodes.
Yeah, I don't remember a single episode of Littlest Hobo actually.
Yeah. But it's a fucking dope tune. I must have. I
Yeah,
probably must have put it
yeah,
on right. Yeah, listen to the tune right. Yeah, and as soon as the tune was over right. Yeah, I turned it off. Probably. But yeah, what I was saying right. Yeah, it's like maybe I come up with good ideas right. Yeah, but I never ever like go forward with them right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's better people steal my ideas right. Yeah, and make something of it than me just having it and not doing nothing with it.
Yeah. Actually, I think that is a great. I mean, you just need to team up with the right person. Like,
I'm lazy.
I loved it when
When those
George
girls are sucking me off.
Lucas, whenever he teamed up with Steven Spielberg.
Not
'Cause,
for the last
Jo-
Indiana Jones film though.
No, not for that one. But when they did team up, it was great. Like, because George Lucas, he just has just amazing, astonishing, like unbelievable, just amazing like concepts and ideas.
But he gets that from history though. It's like Shakespeare.
Yeah, but lots of people know history. There
Yeah.
aren't, but how many people are there like Shakespeare and George Lucas?
I know, but
Not compared to how many historians there are.
Oh, yeah.
How many people are interested in history?
But it's like the more like the film Fury.
Oh, with Brad Pitt though, with the tank.
Yeah. Like most historians, right? Yeah, there's a scene where like they're going up against like a tiger tank and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Most historians, right? Yeah, there's like a big debate on it, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Most historians, right? Yeah, will say like, there's no fucking way. There's no fucking way that like you can like fuck up the tiger tank because when I watch like history programs, like
Yeah.
the tiger tanks, right? Yeah, they're so powerful, so protected, right? Yeah, that like it was literally like very hard to like penetrate them.
Yeah.
There's one story of like an English tank, right? Yeah, they fired at a tiger tank,
Yeah.
and the bullet just bounced off the fucking thing.
Yeah. Okay. So, what is it with people that want to like bring realism into like action films?
Wow! It's supposed to be the film is supposed to be realistic, innit? So you might as well make it realistic.
No, it's not meant to be realistic. Wars are boring. Do you know about the 6 Days War?
Yeah, the Israeli war.
No, it's not. Sorry, not actually not that one.
Well,
Because that's
Israel-
actually interesting. No, I mean
Israel war.
the Falklands War.
It was boring. Nothing
Yeah.
happened.
Well, something did happen
What?
because Britain won.
Yeah.
Well, basically, the British Army's guns had further range than the South American, whichever South American country was fighting us. By their
Argentina.
guns. So they Argentina. So yeah, so we just shot at them for like I think it was a couple of weeks, and then they said, "Fuck it, we don't want we're not like fussed about the island if we're gonna be like this." And I'm like, how boring would that be to film?
I could film it.
Like you want.
Cause I've seen loads of boring films, so I can film it.
Yeah, you need. I mean, like, I'm sorry, but like, reality. Too much reality ruins things. Like, another thing, I hate how reality is like creeping into like video games. Like, going like, oh, this character's like getting tired. Oh, he needs to eat. Or he's gonna like, the fuck? My character needs to sleep and eat. Are you fucking shitting me with this right now?
My friend was telling me about like some video game where this online game where you have to like go to this mountain and you have to chip at this mountain, and then like after a while of chipping on it, right? Yeah, you collect like some gold, and you can use it for money, right? Yeah. And it's like, but you have to do it for hours. And they say this guy got paid some Indian guy
Yeah.
to do it for him, just like pressing this button for like hours. But yeah, I can make the Falklands War movie like really interesting.
Yeah, you could by making it unrealistic. That's how you make it interesting.
Now you say that they were doing like a lot of shooting in it.
Yep.
That's all I have then. Loads of shooting.
That sounds. Do you know what that sounds like?
I call it fuck you.
That sounds like that scene from The Matrix, the first one, where they're in the lobby, except without any running, any martial arts, any throwing away of guns. You know, basically all the things that made that scene really cool.
You know what? Yeah. You probably think I'm mad, right? Yeah. You probably think I'm mad, right? Yeah.
I'm not. I'm up for being proved wrong. If you can show me a realistic action scene that is like has me on the edge of my seat, then yep, I will be. I will.
Not an action scene, right? Yeah. I'm gonna record a washing machine, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
For 1 hour 30 minutes, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make that into a film and I'm gonna release it in the cinemas.
What's the plot?
There's a-
Well, okay. What's the genre? I guess art house. Yeah, sub-genre at least. What's the genre? What
the genre is is washing.
It's a new genre. Oh, what? It's a triumph for a film. Like it's a new. You've broken through a new wall
Yeah.
in cinema.
I tell you. If I do it right, yeah. If I do it, I bet I can make some money.
I need more details. I mean, what's being washed?
Probably a cat.
Oh shit!
Oh,
that's
that's
interesting.
cool. Oh, that's horrible.
Okay, but okay, but maybe
no clothes. I just put in my underwear in it, and
Alright.
then that's it. It's just gonna be
what
1 hour
what
30
kind of,
minutes.
What kind of underwear? So it's only underwear.
Not women's underwear. I don't want to I don't want to over sex it and stuff.
Okay.
But do you know what's gonna happen? You know what's happen, right? Yeah, I'm gonna do it right. Yeah,
But is
with
it
like
underwear
men's
you
clothes
own?
and stuff.
Yeah.
And then someone's gonna write that the film's sexist, and I'm like, fuck it out. And that is it's not LGBT friendly, so I'm gonna have to make the washing machine pink or something like that.
Yeah, I get really annoyed at like comments like that. Not because I don't not because I want less women, LGBT and minorities in the films, but just because like I think like sometimes you need a film to have like bad characters. Like I'd hate for all. I think it'd be really boring if all main characters were like always like of high like moral integrity or like
That's DC.
what of no, it's I mean, who is in high moral integrity in DC apart from Superman?
What, like Wonder Woman, Superman?
Wonder Woman, yeah, but she did. Have you seen Wonder Woman 1984?
Yeah, it was rubbish.
Yeah. Well, not. Well, my point was that like she made an unethical decision by bringing back Steve Rogers.
Well, she didn't know she was doing it at the time.
And also, yeah. Oh, I see. She didn't know she was rich for it. Okay,
yeah,
but
yeah. Because she didn't know. She didn't
fine.
know. Yeah.
But then once she discovered how to undo it, but actually no, that's irrelevant because she knew
Film was
that
still shit.
Steve Rogers was taking over. But my point isn't whether the film is good or bad.
They
My point is like
they
we're talking about moral nature in films. So she knew that Steve Rogers is in someone else's body,
And she still
and
had
that person
sex.
is gone.
Yeah.
So her thought wasn't like, oh, let's get this person back. I mean, I'm sure like his friends, his family are worried what the fuck happened to him. No, she's just fucking him instead. Well, making love, but yeah.
You know. There's one scene in that, right? Yeah, where she's like, she has to say goodbye to Steve Rogers, right?
Yeah.
And then she's like, oh, something. Life couldn't just give me this one thing, right? Yeah. And I'm thinking that.
Well, you remember this film well that you don't like?
No, because
that's word for word, man.
fuck you.
I actually don't know.
She was like, oh, you couldn't give me this one thing, right? Yeah, talking about like she wanted Steve Rogers, right? Yeah, and in my head I'm like, you come from a rich family, you're strong, yeah, you're beautiful.
Amazonians rich?
Well, I mean, royal family. I mean, fuck, she's a royal family, innit? Like
yeah, but
the fucking stuff that's going everywhere and
but
stuff.
Being royal isn't saying being rich. Like, you know, Simba isn't rich.
She is rich because the job that she's got, right? Yeah, is like a really well-paid job, right? Yeah, so she's well off.
It's not that well paid. Yeah, she probably makes like, I don't know, 50k max.
So, more than 50k.
No.
Yeah.
I know people who work in conservation. She's not.
Oh.
She's not making any more than that. Trust me.
Okay.
And that's generous. 50k is generous.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's put it this way, right? Yeah. Okay. She's beautiful, yeah.
Yeah.
She comes from a royal family, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where she was treated with a good childhood, right? Yeah.
Yep.
She didn't have like a bad childhood, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. She's smart, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's debatable. I mean, like, how would a social worker look upon an Amazonian's upbringing?
Well, there's no social workers, is it? So that's all right. What social workers? She's smart.
No, but
yeah.
my point is that they're social. I'm just saying that what would their opinion be? So we can also share their opinion.
Wow, I mean, social workers complain about everything, innit? Like, yeah.
Well, yeah, they also save babies' lives, children's lives.
Well, you don't know. You don't know.
Yeah, we do. Baby P, for one.
That's one.
Well, yeah, the one that got reported, I'm sure that others that didn't get. You know what? Just finish your flight. well, because you know what?
Well, you know what? Fuck you.
Baby killing needs to be a whole other thing. So, like, let's get through this first. Right.
Yeah. Okay. She comes from a royal family, right?
Yep.
Yeah. She did have a good childhood, right? Yeah, because if you watch the movies, right? Yeah, she was looked after pretty well.
I think it's debatable, the good childhood, but
Yeah.
raising a child as a warrior. But yeah, you go on. Oh, what? That is debate.
And then she got whipped and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. So she wasn't treated like a Spartan.
Yeah, she wasn't treated like a Spartan.
Okay,
Alright.
but you know,
Alright. So, she's beautiful. Yeah, people say
Yeah.
she's beautiful. I'll say she's alright, yeah, but she's beautiful, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
She's strong.
Yep.
Yeah. She's smart, otherwise she wouldn't be doing that job that she's doing, right? Yeah. She doesn't age, right? Yeah, so she keeps her beauty and stuff like that, yeah. What else is stuff, right? Yeah. She got a well-paid job.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got a well-paid job, right? Yeah. She has her own apartment, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And she can look after herself, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Most women don't have that.
yeah.
And then she's going on like she just wants this one thing, but she's
Yeah.
already got all the other stuff.
But that's all superficial. Well, I mean, I mean, like we were just talking like earlier about
If it was Melissa McCarthy, if it was like a woman, right? Yeah, who was ugly, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
who did have like who wasn't like really good socializing. She didn't have a good upbringing, blah blah this and that, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
and then she said, "Just give me this one thing." I'll be like, "Yeah, okay,
all right.
yeah."
So because she's successful, and
she got all this
and comes from royalty,
Yeah.
she doesn't deserve love.
Yeah, she doesn't deserve love.
Love should be
No,
restricted
because
for me. But then,
love doesn't exist in royalty.
well,
They wouldn't allow it in royalty.
wait, hold on. Let me just put something to you. Do you believe love exists?
Ooh.
Because
Ooh.
like I feel like you could make the argument that people with nothing only fall in love because they have nothing. So they just cling to something just to say like, well, I don't have these achievements or all these wealth, all these privilege, all these advantages, but I have the most precious thing. I have love.
Actually,
So that makes up for all of it.
it's funny because I started thinking about love, right? Yeah. And the concept of love, right? Yeah. It's very funny because I'm starting to doubt that it does exist to an extent.
All right.
Yeah. So like, okay, there's love between a mother and a child.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that is given to you from straight up sometimes, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like as soon as you have your child, right? Yeah, you feel obligated to look after this child, blah blah this and that, right? Yeah.
Not all parents, unfortunately, but yeah.
Majority. It's like an animal instinct. Isn't it?
Maybe. Animal
Until you get to like
animal
until you get,
instincts with paternity vary amongst animals.
yeah. It's like it's like these baby ducklings.
Yeah.
They
How they'll like kill one to like save others. Is that what you were gonna say?
no.
Oh, sorry, what were you gonna
That's
say?
pretty dark.
That's the next circle of life.
So this cat, yeah, she was the cat was in a farm, right, yeah, and there was these newborn ducklings, right, yeah, and the cat had gone into like where the ducklings were, and the family thought that the cat has gone to like eat the ducklings, kill them, eat them, right, yeah, but because the cat was in labour, right, yeah, it gave birth, and I think what happened was that the chemical imbalance mixed with like, the ducklings.
Yeah.
So the ducklings started to like also feed on the cat after she gave birth with her new kittens, and now the cat treats the ducklings like her own.
Oh.
Yeah.
But, I mean, what you're hearing, I think, when you're saying
It's chemical.
is that, like, there's a chemical thing that gave this this cat, that turned this cat from a predator to, like, a maternal, loving, caring feature. What I hear is a fucking stupid cat. Who doesn't know the difference between kittens and ducklings.
Yeah,
And
but
then, behind the scenes, that guy gets just like bumping into doors all the fucking time.
Are you seeing? I heard about like was it not? Is it pheromones? Oh no! Oh, so they done the study right here. Was like people that that tend to be together right here for a long time right here tend to look like each other right here, and they also have enjoy each other's smell.
Yeah.
So I got to thinking like maybe it's not love. Maybe it's just how's that
What's that in physical?
something
that just like
something nature
makes
that
it.
like makes them together. Like when you look at a person, like you're actually not looking at the person per se, but you're looking at what they can provide you nature wise, like in terms of producing children and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely part of it, but I feel like
I can't say that to people that are
there's
really
like-
into love.
there's like so.
Yeah. I can't say if I say that stuff to people that like really believe in love, right? Yeah, they'll get like really offended.
Well, tough. I mean, sorry, the adults, and like at the end of the day, there is no action that someone will do for love that someone else will not all do out of fear. So love is truly like it's like you can't describe it because like there's no action that that can guarantee that can 100% prove that it exists. I mean,
Right.
that's not to say I believe it's not real, but what I would say that I believe that like love's real for some people.
Yeah,
It's different. It's different for everyone in ways large and small, and some people who think they're in love are actually just afraid of being alone. And don't know the difference. Yeah.
yeah. Like someone said to me, love is not like something. Love is like made. So, for example, like if you get with somebody,
Yeah.
right, yeah, at first, right, yeah, there's nothing there, right, yeah.
Yeah.
But if you work together and then you like you go through life together, you challenge and go through challenges together, and work
Yeah.
together, that builds into love.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Mm.
it can work in the reverse as well. Sometimes love is like instant, and it goes the more you know about each other.
Yeah.
It's different for
Yeah,
everyone.
yeah. Because that's why I think those like Italian you know, you got like those old Italian couples who've been together for like years and years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's why they stick together so much, because they've been through a lot together. They complement each other to the point where they've now become one.
Yeah, and also dating is really difficult at that age. You know, unless you're like in an old people's home. Did you know that after the creation and the popular rise of Viagra in the market, there was a really high rise of sexually transmitted diseases in old people's homes because they don't give a fuck about condoms. And what else are they gonna do? Play another round of bridge? No, they're gonna have some nasty, wrinkled, unprotected sex.
I think I saw a video where there was like an old person giving another old person in an old folks' home a blowjob.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Well, you got porn of everything, but that also really happens like all the time.
I thought like when you get to like a certain age, if you're a man, you lose interest. That's what I'm waiting
I think
for.
that's true, but I think it's like more that like there's just not a lot to do in old people. I mean, they try to give you activities, but you know, sometimes you just wanna.
And that's very interesting that you say about there's not a lot to do right yet, because my psychiatrist, I don't have a psychiatrist, but like
Do you have a psychiatrist like you watch on YouTube, or do you have like a book that you read, or just like a quote that you replay in your mind?
No.
Neither do I. But it would be totally cool if either of us did.
he goes, I go, yeah, I'm fucking all the time. I'm checking off all the time.
Mm.
And he's like, you know what? Like he says, before you had like a lot of stuff you used to do, but because now you're not doing them stuff, you're putting all your attention to that one thing. So like it's damn, so boredom, right? Yeah, it's like when you're bored, what else can you do? Fuck. That's why in countries like the Philippines and stuff, right? Yeah, they have like a lot of sex.
Mhm.
You know, a lot of kids being born and stuff. Most of the time because half the time they're bored.
Yeah. There's a famous blackout happened in America, and like 9 months after the blackout, like loads of babies were born.
Yeah. See, that's what it is, and that's why I think, right? Yeah, the Western culture, right? Yeah, should be careful, right? Yeah, because think about it. Back in before the 90s, right? Yeah, I had like a lot of stuff that I used to like keep myself preoccupied with, right? Yeah, but now it's like most of it has either gone like really boring to the point where I'm not interested in it no more, right? Yeah, or it doesn't exist no more. So like I'm paying more attention to like girls and stuff like that. But if you wanted to like make it safer for like women and stuff like that, and not make things too perverted and sexual, right? Yeah, what you do is you create things to preoccupy the man. Things that will take his mind off sex and put it somewhere else.
I think that could work. I think that could work to a degree, but like, I mean, anything can make you think of sex. I mean, like, if I
don't think about sex when I'm playing Andretti Racing.
Yeah, that's because you've never fucked anyone with Andretti Racing. I love how you fuck. That's because you never fucked anyone. End of sentence. No, that's because you never fucked. That's because you never fucked anyone with Andretti Racing in the background. If you fuck someone in front of like your console or in front of that game, or even in front of like that cover of the game, when you play Andretti Racing, you would think of that fuck, and then you would think of sex.
Well, yeah, but that's like you know, your body carries like memories and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like imagine like you're playing Andretti Racing, right? Yeah, and then you're about to like win first place, right? Yeah, and at the same time, right? Yeah, you're getting head or you're doing doggy style, right? Yeah. That whole pleasure process, right? Yeah, is embedded inside you. Yeah. So the next time you play Andretti Racing, right? Yeah, you look for that pleasure thing.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's like it's like I give you like dark chocolate, yeah, every day of your life, yeah, you have like dark chocolate. You're like, oh no, I'll give you Kellogg's cornflakes, every day, right? Yeah, every day you have like Kellogg's cornflakes, and you're like blah 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 blah. And then one day I'll give you fucking crunchy nut cornflakes, right? Yeah, and you fucking love it, right? Yeah. When you go back to Kellogg's cornflakes, it's not the same. It's not the same. You want to get back to that crunchy nut cornflakes, and then when you go to the crunchy nut cornflakes, if I give you I don't know, Cocoa Pots after it, you'd be like, yeah, I want Cocoa Pots as well. Yeah. So
I don't reckon it'll be that like cut and dry, because like even like when you try like kinky things in sex, you don't always want to do the kinky thing. Like you're not gonna always want a blowjob when you get Andretti Racing. You might use it as an excuse for not getting first place in Andretti Racing, but you won't always.
You fucking bitch! I told you to suck my dick, yeah, because this guy was gonna beat me. But yeah, now I have to start this fucking game all over again. But yeah,
that's okay, because she's like that footballer who just responds to like the pressure, the negative reinforcement, and gives her. Oh my god, I keep quoting fucking Nikki Glaser. She's got a great joke about tricking a girl to give you blowjobs, and just like so next time a girl gives you a blowjob, and it's like it's just like okay, and it's just like, you know what, you've got like a real knack for this. And That was like, I think that might be like the best I've had. And like the woman upon hearing that will think like, oh my god, I am like, and she'll like become like even better, and then you will end up with someone giving like who gives like amazing blowjobs, all because they like get that like that. That person's like, oh my god, wow,
Really?
you're really, well, yeah, because you talk, because
Oh, it's encouragement.
people like doing things that they're good at. So if you tell someone that they're good at something, they'll do it more, and if they do it more, they'll get better at it.
I thought you were gonna say. I thought you were gonna say like, "Oh, she's giving you a blowjob, right?" Yeah. You'd be like, "You know what? Your sister does better than this." Oh, your dad does better than this. Karen. I always like that. I always like the thing. Do you know rodeo sex?
So say that again.
Rodeo sex.
Rodeo sex? No, I don't know what rodeo sex is. Wait, is it like that opening scene in Oh, that's our time. You think so? Oh, I'll look into it.
Yeah.
That'd be cool if it is, or if she's even actually called Alexa. But
Yeah, probably got like a porn star to do it or something like that.
no, they didn't.
What's your name?
No, they got someone with a totally
Alexa.
clean background. Like, yeah, I mean, okay, maybe they got someone who has done porn, or maybe like killed a guy.
Like,
But there's like no proof to it. There's no evidence.
it's like the woman from that does the train tunnel things. It says, "Please mind the gap."
You know,
Or you can stick your dick in it. Gape me. Sorry.
there's this there's one guy at Elephant. I've heard a couple of times at Elephant and Castle Underground, who sounds like which one does the nature documentaries, like Richard or David Attenborough?
David Attenborough.
Yeah, it sounds like David Attenborough's like, hope you've had a pleasant journey, and please mind your way, and thank you so much for choosing. I just use my oyster, man. What the fuck? I was just going home.
No, but the nature reserve thing.
But yes, rodeo sex.
I'll tell you before I did the rodeo
Perfect
sex.
segue.
Yeah.
Before rodeo sex.
Yeah, I'll tell you about before the radio sex. There was on the tunnel, the train driver was like, could the gentleman that's blocking the doors please step into the carriage, please? And then he was in my carriage, right? Yeah, and I was looking at the guy, and the guy was looking around like this, yeah. And the guy in the tunnel was like, "Yes, you," looking around like a lost child.
Oh wow! Brilliant.
Yeah, so rodeo sex. The guy goes, "This is what I heard, right? Yeah, rodeo sex is."
I love it people say, this is what I heard. Yeah, like, I didn't take part in it myself. It's just like on the grapevine.
On the
grapevine, like. But yeah, anyways, what I heard was no. Go ahead, sorry. What do you have?
I do too. Yeah, rodeo sex is when you're doing a girl doggy style, right? Yeah, and you're pulling on her hair, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And instead of calling her name, yeah, you call the name of maybe her best friend or a mum or a sister or something like that, yeah. And as soon as she twigs it, right, yeah, she's gonna try jump off.
Yeah.
That's what you try to hold on.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's like rodeo sex, and then the other one.
So it's like kind of like rape, but like playful rape, like
playful rape.
Like it's not like oh god, stop! It's like going oh you scamp. So
But
then,
is it still rape if she takes away consent halfway through?
Oh yeah.
Oh okay.
Oh yeah, in real life, but in this situation. It's like a playful situation where at the end of it she wags her finger.
Goes, you cunt. You fucking cunt.
I mean wags her finger in the bedroom, not like in an ID parade. Like it was
it was him.
Yeah. Right, what's the other kind?
I think it's called ghosting.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're doing a girl doggy style.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you buy a window or something like that. Yeah, you're doing a girl doggy style.
Okay.
Right?
I like this.
Yeah, so she's facing the window and stuff, right? Yeah, she can't see nothing. But then your boy comes, yeah, and takes over from you, right? Yeah.
Ah.
Takes over from you, right? Yeah. But she doesn't know this, right? Then you leave, yeah, and while he's doing a doggy style, right? Yeah, you go in front of the window,
Yeah,
and then you wave to her.
how big? So how does your friend's dick compare to yours?
Pretty small.
So
Yeah.
it's much smaller than yours.
Well, yeah, but it's massive.
No. Regardless of your size.
I'm not done ghosting.
Re-
So I don't know.
No, but like,
And even if I did have a friend,
I know.
I'm not gonna get to him and say, "Oh, let me look at your cock." God, it's pretty big.
so you don't care. No, because what I'm thinking is,
Oh, you want to do ghosting?
no, I don't want. I don't want to do it.
To be fair-
I just want to be a selfish lover who doesn't share.
To be fair,
Um,
if we're in a threesome, it'll be awkward anyways because you'd be like, "Oh, let's have this threesome, right? Yeah," and I get there thinking it's gonna be like a girl and you, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
and I find out it's two blokes. I'm like, "This is not what. It's not what I imagined."
and we're both the butch. But no, I was just thinking like, because there are some, there's an average size, and then there's like many sizes that are like and then there's a few sizes that are like extra large. So like so if I'm swapping over with
Wow.
someone,
She's gonna notice it.
yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. So is it important? Is it an important part of ghosting getting someone who's your dick twin?
Well, I don't know.
I mean, I feel like there's
you'll have to go through like you'll have to like go look at auditions.
I know when you're saying these things, they're just jokes, but they're like,
But I know.
like you're actually giving me you're like my life coach. So like, nice. I didn't say anything about the Rojo Buckaroo thing because like I think like it's like yeah, you've told me everything. That you fill in every possible question I can have about that.
but for you-
but then you just swipe me with this whole other thing. Like,
But you know what? You don't even have to do the radio thing, right? Yeah, you can do like the online game.
No, it's not that. I want to
joystick
know
thing.
how it works. I want to know how it works.
You get like a guy, right? Yeah, like
Yeah.
this for you, right? Yeah, you get like a tranny or something like that. Yeah, you have them lay them down, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
you're doing them like
What person on top?
no, it's like
Missionary.
yeah, like missionary, but you're standing up. What's that called?
Oh, standing missionary, I guess.
Yeah, standing missionary. So you do
Probably,
standing
yeah.
missionary, right? Yeah, because you fucking them in the ass, and then you holding their dick like a joystick in it, and then you're jacking them off.
That I wouldn't do that. That's like, if I was gonna do that, I'd have them not standing, but like on like say like a countertop or something.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The
Oh
countertop.
yeah. No, yeah. That's a great position.
The joystick.
It's called a joystick.
Is that what? No, I'm just thinking it's called a joystick because you know like joystick.
Joystick, but you wouldn't use a joystick like that. But I still like it
Well,
because
you know.
it is a stick. It's
It's
like
not-
a stick,
it's not
and it does
PS
bring you joy. So I do like. I like it actually. I like it.
No,
it.
yeah,
Joystick's very good.
but actually, it is a joystick because like, if you think about it, right? Yeah, you can play it in two ways, right? Yeah, you can have like you can grab the cock, right? Yeah, and then use it as like an old Atari joystick, right? Yeah, or you can grab the balls, right? Yeah, and then use it as a PS.
No, but the way you use a joystick is you move it around from the base, whereas the way you use an actual penis is the base. Your hand is moving up from the top to the base,
Oh,
and you're not actually moving around.
Well, it's a Wii. Innit?
Like, huh?
It's a Wii joystick.
Oh, it's a Wii joystick. Oh.
and it makes sense because.
Oh my god! I never made that connection before.
And then
Do you reckon that's how it was conceived? It's like, oh my god,
this is a Wii.
I could.
and a Wii.
This could be Link saving Zelda the princess.
And then we could call it Wii because like when I was doing it, you weed on yourself. That's amazing concept. Oh yeah, thing about trannies, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
How some of them, because my friends always send me like always like dodgy stuff, right? Yeah. Like I remember. No, I remember.
Oh yeah, your friend, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
you're doing like
my
quotation
friend.
marks.
My friend. My friend.
I'll
on
put it in
Pornhub.
video.
My friend.
Okay, your
adult
friend.
work. Yeah.
No, I believe you. Yeah.
Yeah, so I saw this video of this. They always send me these videos of like these girls twerking and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you know, like when the girls twerk and they're wearing like one of them tight skirts, and then it rolls up as they're twerking.
I've not really seen many twerking videos,
Oh, okay.
but I can imagine it.
Yeah. Anyway, so like a girl looks really nice and stuff like
Yeah.
twerking, or it's a girl like dancing and stuff like that. Yeah. And then all of a sudden they turn around and then you see this big fucking cock, right?
Oh.
Yeah. And in my head I'm like, you know what? If I didn't see that cock, right? Yeah, I'll never guess that was a boy.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what's crazy about it. They're like, some trannies are better looking than most girls.
Yeah. Some women look more masculine than men. Some men look more feminine than women. Well, when I say masculine and feminine, no, I mean like within the realms of like the stereotypical vision of what a man and a woman should look like. You know, but
man should like look.
Well, you know, like
if you're like a girl, you think a man should look like any Disney. Disney.
I don't think they should. But yeah, like say like how you draw a Disney character. Like if you want your character to be recognised as a man, you know, you give them like square shoulders, like square jaw, you know.
Yeah, which is pretty bad because you're telling women that this is a man and do not expect anything less.
Yes and no, because another thing that Disney do is they exaggerate. So you know they're not going to get someone with like legs that are half the length of their torso. So yeah, if there's someone in real life with the body proportions of Mr. Incredible, they'll be in a wheelchair. They would not be fighting crime. So so yeah, there's that, and like and also it's just a westernized thing. You get even more exaggeration in like a lot of French animation. You get a lot of what Westerners would call femininity in like Japanese anime. So you know, everyone's got their take on what a man and a woman should look like.
It's like they've done a thing about like the perfect male body all around the world and stuff, and each woman has it different in it. Like Middle Eastern women, they don't have like chiseled abs and stuff like that. It's a little bit different. It's more like
I'm trying to think of a famous Middle Eastern woman. I only know that
no, I mean like,
that comedian with a disability.
No, I mean like famous Muslim. Like they're talking about like the male body, like the women.
Oh, the male body.
No, not the female body. Because the female body that is different from like in Nigeria. Yeah, they don't like skinny girls. They like big girls. Yeah. In Western culture, they like skinny girls. In Japan, they're like
at
girls
the moment,
with like.
But it wasn't always that way.
Yeah, it wasn't always that way. Yeah. In Japan, they like girls with like crooked teeth. And prior to that, they thought that like girls with black teeth was attractive. So yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
It's funny it changes, but again, I'm trying to picture a Middle Eastern body, like just like the clothes because it was like robe, like
think of like think of
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Are there any like famous like Israelis men?
There probably is, but we
where's
don't know about them, innit?
Oscar Isaac, where's he from?
Scott Isaac.
Oscar Isaac, yeah.
I don't know. Just think fucking.
I'm just thinking just because his name sounds super Jewish, like yeah, he might be.
I just think of fucking what's his name, Keanu Reeves, because I think he's from Lebanon or something like that.
Oh really?
Yeah.
What Lebanon?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why he looks like that.
He looks like a white guy to me. He doesn't look.
Not really. He's got that Middle Eastern look to him.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't see it.
Yeah. If only when he was younger, when he was like when he was shaved and stuff, he looked like a normal white guy.
Oh, but if now with a beard and he's older, he looks a bit more Eastern.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like he owns a kebab shop or something. Oh, that's racist. That is racist.
Oh, sorry, Middle Eastern. Oh, no, I don't see it like a Middle Eastern face. I'm thinking of like a Saudi prince.
The guy from
Benjamin Netanyahu. Like I'm not thinking of like Keanu Reeves.
I should watch that film Behind Enemy Lines again. Sorry, that was it wasn't off topic. No, it's because
who's in that?
It's got Owen Wilson.
I heard of it.
You never seen Behind Enemy Lines?
Link it to me. No, I've definitely heard of it.
That's
Owen Wilson. I love Owen Wilson, so I'll definitely remember a film with him. I've seen it. Like I love Cars 1 and 3. Like I'm a big Owen Wilson fan.
Do you know what? Yeah, this is how I know Wonder Woman was shit. Yeah, because I'll go back to I'll tell you about that Behind Enemy Lines. Yeah.
Wait. First or second one, or both of them?
What?
Wonder Woman.
The first one, right?
Oh.
So I tried to watch the first one, right? Yeah, and I'll collide it on player, right? Yeah, I could fast forward the one, right? Yeah, it was so boring. I just fast forwarded it, right? Yeah, it was shit, right? Yeah. Then I put it onto Cars 3, yeah, and I did not fast forward that at all. I watched the whole thing.
That's a great film. It's a brilliant film.
Yeah, it's a great film. Yeah.
Do you know what? It's so refreshing to hear you say Wonder Woman was shit, because like, that film was so well reviewed. Everyone I spoke to loves that film.
Yeah, but
it's probably it's my second favorite DC film.
But that doesn't say much if all DC films are shit, anyways.
No, I think Man of Steel is one of the best superhero films ever made, let alone one of the best DC films. But no, it's just like
you see me roll my eyes.
No, that's fine. But no, it's just an opinion. I mean, the thing is, you're saying Wonder Woman is shit, and actually everyone else is saying it's amazing. So that's what was refreshing about it. Like, someone actually has a different take on it.
For example, The Dark Knight Rises, yeah? I better go back to that Behind Enemy Lines anyway. Dark Knight Rises, right, yeah? I think it was an okay film, right, yeah? Everybody else at the time, right, yeah, was saying it was amazing and shit, yeah? But in my mind, I'm like...
Do you remember what people were saying about it before it even came out, though?
Well, it was going to be shit.
Yeah, when they saw Heath Ledger.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And then it turned out Heath Ledger done like a really good...
He was the best thing about the film, yeah.
Because the thing is, yeah... You take away Heath Ledger, out of that film, the rest of it is rubbish.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I say it's an okay film, because most films, right, like you take one part away from it, right, you can still see there's other good parts about it, you know? Like, if you were to take away the dude from The Big Lebowski, right, out of that film, right, the film would still be good, because there's other characters in there that make it interesting and shit, But if you take away Heath Ledger from The Dark Knight, The Dark Knight, the film is.
I mean, isn't that like most films? I mean, if you took out Batman out of The Dark Knight and left everyone else in, the film would be average.
No.
Really? If it was just a Joker?
Batman, if it was just a Joker, it would probably be a better film.
Okay, I mean, I feel like the Joker just Joker outsmarted. The thing is with the Joker is, I think his plan would have worked quickly, and I think it would have been he would have had less resistance if Batman wasn't there. And like, if you've got a character as big as him, not struggling, it just gets boring. Like, going, you've won again, you've succeeded again. It's like, What was great about seeing, because it was a struggle for both of them. Like, Batman was struggling to understand the Joker. The Joker was struggling to corrupt Batman and Gotham. He was struggling to be seen as more than just a common criminal. But you take. I mean, I guess he would have still had that struggle becoming more than a common criminal without Batman. But that's an interesting movie. Send me 10 pages, first 10 pages of that, and we'll talk, and then I'll take that
and then
shit.
I rip that shit. Behind Enemy Lines with Owen Wilson, he's a pilot, and he gets shot down over I think it's Kosovo.
Is this a recent film?
No, it's 2000 and something.
Oh, okay.
He's a pilot. He gets shot down somewhere in Bosnia or Kosovo or something like that. But the film itself, is it's just got really cool villains in it.
Oh, okay.
And the action sequences are really, really cool.
Is that because they're really realistic?
Yes.
That moment of hesitation. Do you know what? Now, it's annoying because I love Owen Wilson, but now I have to watch that movie out of spite.
I know,
and just point out every cool, unrealistic thing I find.
No, it's not really. But you'll love the film, right? Yeah, because Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, I think the fourth one, you got this guy with a leather or a tracksuit. You know, like that.
I don't really remember. I thought the fourth one was like San Andreas.
Oh, not San. Oh, Grand Theft Auto 5. Who's that one?
5. Oh, it's like it's
Nico.
three main guys. Oh, Nico.
Is it Nico?
Oh, so that's either 3 or yeah, maybe it's 4. Yeah, I think San Andreas is like a separate thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, probably 4. Yeah.
Okay, so that guy,
Yeah.
Nico, whatever, is based on one of the guys in this film called Behind Enemy Lines.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and the guy in the film that they base it on, is fucking badass. He's like a really badass thing.
Oh, okay. I think that might be something. That's interesting. That might be something that just the GTA team do, because the guy that plays Trevor, all the acting I see him in, he's basically just acting like Trevor, just like this short-tempered guy. So yeah, maybe something. Because like you're gonna get really good performances from people if the character they are is close to their actual personality.
Yeah, like Ray Liotta in Vice City, but
Ray Liotta's in Vice City.
yeah, he does.
Oh, wow.
He does the lead guy, but
Oh,
apparently
cool.
he hated it.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
hated it. But there's like a lot of people in Vice City that did the voices that were pretty good. Yeah. So going back to like Dark Knight, right? Yeah. Right. So the Dark Knight was good because of the Joker, right? Yeah. And I thought like Batman Begins was like, and then Dark Knight Rises was shit, yeah. But I felt right they fucked up a lot on Dark Knight Rises because everybody had been waiting just to see the Riddler in.
Really? Why?
Because it was like the common step to go.
Why?
Because I think it's like the Riddler was like the second best.
Oh, I see. In popularity. Yeah, but
because
it wouldn't make
Bane is good, right? Yeah, but it's like it wasn't on the same level as like all the other stuff. Even if it was a Penguin, they would have been fine with it. Someone did.
Bane is a good
villain, yeah, but like
he's actually a better villain in the comics than he is in the
comics,
in the film.
Yeah,
only slightly. Like they did. I like the way they direction they took Bane in.
Yeah, but still, the film didn't do too well, anyways. I mean,
well,
critically.
a film not doing well. I mean, like, would you only you would only want to watch films that make lots of money and that critics love, or do you want to watch films that you think are actually good?
I watch films that are actually good, but that's the thing. Like, I don't watch Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, I mean, like
because they made loads of money and critics loved it, but it was shit.
if they put the Riddler in it, it would have been a cool film, but it would have been really strange. Like, you have to. I think it needed a villain that you could connect to the other films, and there was nothing that screamed for like a Riddler character.
Yeah, but then that's why you have writers to like connect them dots. But the thing is,
but the thing is, the dot has to start in the Dark Knight. You can't you can't just now say that, oh, there were some things you didn't know about in the first and second film that now we're going to mention. That's lazy writing.
But you can do it.
You can do it, but that would make it shit. Because like it's like, oh, you had this plan, but then somebody didn't like it, so now you're basically it rather than being a trilogy, it becomes two connected films and one extra film that takes place in that world. So now the third film wouldn't be part of a trilogy; it'll be a spin-off. That's what putting the Riddler in it would be. So if you want a spin-off, that's fine. But I think it being a trilogy made it stronger.
No, it wouldn't be a spin-off because I think what they had in plan right here is that after the events of like the Dark Knight, then like something new was happening, and then that's when the Riddler would like. Because the Riddler story is different than the Joker story. The Riddler, his backstory is that he came from. He was supposed to be like a genius, a genius engineer and stuff.
Yeah.
And then he got into confrontation with Wayne business, and he lost his job, and then that's how he became the Riddler.
Yeah, but but with the story of Batman, because that's who you're following, not the villains. You're following Batman.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, oh, yeah.
if you're gonna follow the story of Batman, it begins and ends with the League of Shadows. That's how it is. Often in the comics, the climatic moments often end with the League of Shadows. So that was just and Bane, and there aren't many villains that you can like fit into that gap. The Riddler would not have been a good fit in the League of Shadows at all.
Wait, but number two wasn't even about the League of Shadows, isn't it?
Well, that's the thing. You could put anything in the middle. So like, what I'm saying, you could put Riddler in it. It just couldn't be the last film.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, I see. So
if they put Riddler in like the third film, they're like, okay, well now you have to make a fourth one, because that doesn't feel like a natural way for it to end.
Oh, so they wanted oh, okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
I see what you mean. But still, it was like people were expecting the Riddler.
No, they weren't. No, they weren't. They weren't.
There was a video right here of like a Tom Hanks in this film right here. A short skit right here of Tom Hanks going. Sorry, not Tom Hardy right here, going to going down this corridor right here, opening the door right here, seeing something that he didn't like right here, and then walking away really, really angry. And the thing at the bottom was like when Tom Hardy finds out that he's not playing the Riddler. And the joke is now, right, is that the new Batman film, they're going to have the Riddler in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's the first film they can do, and it's a new universe. That's the thing. They can do whatever they want because that's going to work for their style, and they don't want to say. I mean, if they're going to say the same message as like what Nolan did, and that's the weird thing. Like, all these comic book fans watch this thing and like going like, "Oh yeah, surely Nolan's going to do this." Like, no, he's not. He's going to do his own thing. He's not like you. He's not like, yeah, and like it's like I don't know. There's always this constant disconnect between comic book readers and like the movie makers. Like I'm like, they're not there to stay true to the comics. They're there to make a good film and use as many comic book references as they can to keep it a good film. But they care way more about story structure, character arcs. They know about like, well, this character is more powerful than this character, and this one is meant to have.
Oh yeah, well, all that stuff is like is a bit too much. But then, like, if you look at the Dark Knight Rises, would you say it was a good film?
Yes, because before the Nolan films, I never really thought as Bruce Wayne as the mask, because that's the whole thing. Like, Batman is the real Bruce Wayne, and Bruce Wayne is like just the person he pretends to be, but he's really always the Batman. That's who he's always in his mind.
I think they got that from like Kill Bill.
Well, you get it from any person who's ever worn a mask ever.
Oh no, I mean I think that reference.
Anyone's had or ego, it's probably from comic books like Quentin Tarantino. But yeah, my point was like. I'd never been like I remember when I used to watch the Batman TV series or like the animated series. I was never interested in whatever Bruce Wayne was doing, and often it was played off as a joke, like, oh, I'm at this crime scene inconveniently, like, oh, it's lucky that you were here, Bruce Wayne, but you just missed Batman, like, or he'd actually just be doing something like boring, like just like. Given some foreshadowing because like some Wayne Tech thing would be part of the story, but actually like when I watch the Nolan films, I'm actually excited to see like Batman, and he builds it up so well. Like there's a bit in the Dark Knight Rises where like you see Batman in the costume for the first time. It's like yes, yeah.
I do say.
Yeah, I do get why you think it's shit, but I'm just saying why I like it.
Because I mean like. What you said about like you didn't care too much about that Bruce Wayne's character. I feel the same way as well, right? Yeah, because it's like you couldn't connect.
The Adam series and in the animation.
Yeah, because you couldn't really connect with like the Bruce Wayne character, anyways.
Yep.
Yeah. But then again, with Christopher Reeves as Superman, right? I was happy to see him as Clark Kent, and I was happy to see him as a Superman as well. It's like it's funny because you can connect with both characters. Right, yeah, because they're both likable, but there's like two extremes.
Yeah. Clark Kent being the comic relief, and Superman Well,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's like a double act, isn't it?
yeah, yeah.
I think that, yeah, because with Bruce,
I really value actors like that. That like one aren't afraid to be silly on camera, and two are good at it. Because the guy is not a comedian, so to have that like that timing and physical comedy is for a serious actor was
yeah.
really good, yeah.
'Cause I'm trying to think of like other. Well, anyway, I'll go back to Dark Knight, right?
Thingy, Jeff Bridges, not Jeff Bridges. Who's in Dumb and Dumber? Who is that?
Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah, he's a serious one, but he when he did Dumb and Dumber, he wasn't originally like a comedian in it.
Well, he's still not a comedian.
Yeah,
Yeah, so who is he? Who co-stars with Jim Carrey? He's,
I think it's.
oh, damn! I know, yeah,
I know.
You do know that, but yeah.
I don't know. You can put it.
But yeah,
But I still think Dark Knight Rises is a shit film though.
yeah, sure.
And I think
I think that's refreshing because that film is so loved by so many people. Yeah.
Because I still think Christopher Nolan is, if anything, is overrated.
He is not good at directing action. Yeah, I watched Tenet recently, and like the car chase scene is pretty good, but like a lot of the fight scenes is just like it's like poorly choreographed and like yeah, they don't look like they've been really hitting. Sometimes it looks some parts of it seems like a bit like play fighting. It's a bit too slow in some places. Yeah, and it's like it's so weird because he's such a good director in all other areas, and he can direct other action outside of like melee. But like when it comes to that, it's just like he's out of his element. Yeah, really shocking.
I mean,
because he's like it's not like he's okay. It's not like he's good enough. He's like amazing in all other regards. But yeah.
Do you know? But
anyway.
do you know one person that I did find out right? Yeah, that was actually quite good. I didn't know. I didn't think about that being as good, right? Yeah, is I think is Bryan Singer.
Oh, he did like the early X-Men films, right?
Yeah, but I think he also did Usual Suspects.
Oh, really? I love that film. Yeah, great film.
Yeah, because he did like X-Men 2, yeah, not X-Men 3, not X-Men 1, right? But X-Men 2, right? Yeah, he did, right? Yeah, he did really well. I think he also did Days of Future Past, right? Yeah, which was really good, right? Yeah. He did Usual Suspects, and I think he'd done like some other films, right? Yeah, that are quite good. And to be fair, I didn't think about like he'd done these films, but like those films, I really liked them, and I just didn't think that it would be him that directed them. Like, I was surprised that he did Usual Suspects. I think it's Bryan Singer, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look at what's his face who did Lord of the Rings. He did like these like trashy horror films back in Australia.
Whoa.
Yeah, so same idea like Brain Dead and Bad Taste.
Ah,
yeah, he also did like Lord of the Rings. Yeah.
See, if I was gonna make a film, right? Oh well, actually, I still make that washing machine film. No, I will, because. Did you hear about the guy that done a video of like?
Is there any like music with this film? Like, is it like anyone's?
No, it's a silent movie.
Silent movie. Oh.
You see the guy. There's a guy that did videos of like watching paint dry.
No.
You know, you don't remember this? Like, it was in the 90s.
I definitely have never seen it. This is definitely the first time I've heard of it.
This guy, he recorded like a wall, yeah, and it's called, and the video is watching paint dry, right, yeah, and he got like some kind of like, you know, some buzz about it and stuff, right, yeah, and he actually sold quite a lot of videos and made quite a bit of money. And that's why I'm thinking that like this washing machine would like do well, because it's not so much like the work and stuff, but it's just the fact that people are gonna be like, you know what, let's just go watch this paint dry just for the sake that we watch this washing machine.
But was that his market? People were like, just fuck it, or was it like?
Yeah, because you know what people doing? People buying it,
yeah,
and then giving it to their friends and stuff as presents. So that's what it is. I'm thinking if I did a film where I was watching, it was like a washing machine, just tumbling around and stuff, right? Yeah, I could make it cool, like couple of thousand.
How do you promote something like that? I wonder how you get something like that, like get buzz around something like that,
Imagine
or just hope it gains popularity.
Imagine the trailer. Imagine the trailer. I saw this good little skit. Yeah. This guy's getting chased by these two guys, right, yeah? And then he's jumping over these fences, and then eventually, right, yeah, he jumps over this fence, and there's a woman, she's like washing her laundry, right? Yeah, and he goes up to the woman and she's like, "Oh, please, could you help me hide and stuff, right? Like, yeah." And she's like, "Okay, right, yeah, just hide over there." The two guys who's chasing after him, right, yeah, come jump, right, yeah. They go up to the woman and she's like, have you seen a guy come through here, right, yeah? And she's like, "Yeah, he went that way, right, yeah," pointing to a different direction, right, yeah. So they go to a different direction. After they leave, the guy comes back, right, yeah, and he's like, "Oh, thank you for helping me, right, yeah." And then as he's walking away, right, yeah, she's like, "Wait," he goes, what did you do, right, yeah?" So, and he turns around and he goes, "I'm a paedophile." Sorry. It just cracked me up.
Oh wow, good timing.
Alexa, stop.